So here's what Jeremy had to say about drama. And this was his position for a decade when it came to YouTube drama, talking shit, engaging in feuds with creators. This was always his stated position. And this is what he did to Jack Murphy, Brie Larson, countless others throughout the years. All right, let's hear what he had to say.
Okay, here we go.
I love being in drama. I love it. It creates entertainment. I know who I am. I know that I'm not an intellectual giant, that I'm not a political pundit, that I'm not a debate artist. But at least I'm honest. You absolutely love this because it gives you something to make a video about.
You see? That's the old Jeremy Hambley.
Wow.
That's how he rose to prominence, right? The old Jeremy Hambley, the old quartering, when we were coming after him, making video after video after video, he should have made a video right back. There's a lot of material to work with. He should have said, no, how about you? You guys, you're a fat piece of shit who showed your fucking asshole. You are a fucking stuttering cokehead that instructed some fucking mongoloid to pull out a fucking gun in Miami. How about you guys shut the fuck up? And there could have been a feud back and forth and content, all this sort of thing. Instead, this guy chose to flag down our channel because now drama isn't fun for him. See, drama was fun for him when he was the boot and he was putting the boots to other fucking people. When he was the hammer, drama was fun. But now that he's the nail, now that there are people putting the boots to him, suddenly drama isn't so fun anymore, is it? This is the ultimate cry bully bullshit. And so now, cue up the sad music, Andy. Let's all cry tears for the plight of Jeremy Dale Hambley of Wisconsin and how his family and his friends and his life and his career are under attack. Meanwhile, he's depriving our editor Flake, his wife, and his children of a livelihood and threatening the livelihoods of anyone who dare criticize him. As we'll see in the meltdown from the 22nd of April, where he said he would take down a channel every single day. He would destroy a career and take a scalp every single day.
So
and he was going to be on his villain arc. Yeah. Until, of course, he woke up in the morning hungover and realized he fucked up his whole life. So here we go. Here we go, guys. Hey, guys. I know this week has been pretty insane. The internet is doing what the internet does. The disgusting rumors about my wife and marriage are, of course, not true. We've been doxxed. People have been showing up at our house. Disgusting Photoshop pictures of my wife are circulating the internet. And while just about everyone has jumped in, I just say, provide some fucking proof that any of this shit is fucking going on. Seriously. He goes, my friends have been doxxed. My in-laws are dealing with online psychos. They're emailing my sponsors. They've tried striking down dozens of my videos and sending stuff to my house. Do you have a police report? Do you have any examples of the emails that have been sent to your fucking sponsors? Do you have any examples of the voicemails that you've claimed or the red F-150 that showed up at your house? Everyone is just pretending it's all jokes. No.
We have proof of the F-150.
We condemn and always have any actual IRL harassment. We have families too, you know? We're public figures as well too, you fucking know? We don't want people doing that fucking shit to us. No one's on board with any of this fucking happening to you. But you're using this as a shield from criticism. I'm sorry, but that's not how it fucking works. We've had to involve law enforcement. Then where's the police report?
Show us.
It's not been provided. Some of the stuff I can't even talk about. Why not? You're telling us a ton of fucking shit that's happened. What happened that was so shocking and beyond? Did somebody get shot? Is somebody dead? Somebody bleeding? What? None of this even happened until evidence is provided. Like, seriously. I don't want to because it will just encourage more of it. Then why are you making this post in the first place?
Retard.
If you know that making posts like this will encourage more of it, then why are you making this post? It's retarded, Jeremy. It really is.
It's all lies.
Then he says, what they really want is for me to fill up my channel with videos arguing with them. No. All I actually want is our clip channel back. That's it. And for you to stop being a fucking bitch and a baby. But chances are we're not getting either of those. So instead, we're going to turn you into content indefinitely until we get, basically.
Until your channel vanishes. Until it turns into dust.
He goes, this post alone will give all these people who used to pretend they were my friends another video to make. Once again, Jeremy here is very confused about what constitutes a friend on the internet.
Yeah.
Just because you may have guessed it on somebody's show once or twice or given somebody advice in DMs a few times doesn't mean that these people are your real friends. And even if they were your real friends don't let friends do what you're doing.
Yes.
See, I believe Bering really is your friend. He's been in contact with you for a decade, done dozens, if not hundreds of shows with you over the years. And he was a real friend who said to you, Jeremy, you're making a mistake. This has to stop. And you're lying to me also. And you lied to your friend, okay? Friends don't let friends do what you did. Do you understand? A real friend will tell you when you're making a mistake and you need to stop f***ing up. What you believe a friend is a ass-kissing, glad bag handing f***ing yes man who will just go along with anything and everything you f***ing do. And he somehow believes that everybody that surrounds him or has ever surrounded him is basically his eternally loyal slave. And that's not how this works either, okay? He says, every time I debunk one lie, first of all, you've never mentioned...
debunked?
Exactly. He won't even say a specific lie.
Because
like he'll just say
true.
He'll just say these lies. And it's like
what lie?
Buddy, first of all, like speculation and jokes aren't lies. Like let's just be honest about that. Like they're not.
What about
he's
not fat? He's tired. You know, those are not false.
Can't actually refute any of it because the truth is against him. And if he could, he would have already made a video going over all of it with receipts and getting his side out. This has been going on for weeks. There's really no excuse other than the fact that he believes that he's above all criticism and he doesn't have to give a response to anybody. That's what he believes. That's just not the case. Apparently, I have power to summarily ban any video making fun of me. And he says thousands were pumped out this week alone. And oddly, they all remain live. Now, that's a lie. Luther Morgan's video exposing the coffee factory and the dropship coffee was flagged down. The thing is, any video from a smaller creator that he thinks he can get away with taking down goes down, you see? But if suddenly Brittany Venti's or H3's or Mudahar's went down, he knows he can't get away with it. It's the old Trailer Park Boys illustration where if you went into Ray's fridge and took his whole pepperoni, Ray'd be like, where the f***'s my pepperoni? You took Brittany Venti, you took Mudahar, what the f***? Whereas if you just take a nibble off the pepperoni, he may not notice.
He'll think it was him.
It's the reality. Like, you can't actually ban everybody, but there's an environment of fear. There's a chilling effect where we've had creators reach out to us who are like, we wish we could speak out, but we're worried that we're going to get banned by quartering. And this is how we pay our bills, and we can't risk our livelihoods. So if we wish we could say something, but we can't because of this fucking piece of shit. And there's other people who are like, even though I may lose my fucking livelihood, I'm going to speak out anyway.
Yes.
So quartering can get okay. Oh, let's continue.
And also, by the way, it's like, it's so fucking crazy because he thinks he can flag these people down. But here's the thing, Jer. Now we're all watching. We're all one team here. When Luther Morgan is struck down, Ashton's tweeting about it. I'm tweeting about it. We're talking about it. Everyone's retweeting, and you're blowing up everyone bigger than ever. Are you going to talk to your YouTube rep and get everyone banned? Are you? Oh, you muted yourself.
He knows he can't.
No,
so
exactly.
That's the reality. So he knows he can't. He could try. He could probably have some people taken down, but eventually the YouTube rep's job is going to be like on the line, you know? So
they should be on the line, to be honest.
So let's continue on with his crybaby fucking message here.
All right, next one. There we go.
Okay. So he says it's a full-blown cancel mob. The irony of this, the lack of self-awareness, it's washing over me.
Oh my God.
I'm blown away. Like, I'm going to ring the bell, Jer.
Buddy, that's actually nuts. The audacity.
When you took away our editor's livelihood and canceled our channel and took away our speech and our reach just last week, but now you're being canceled, huh? And by the way, Quartering has dogpiled so many creators, so many media properties over the years, so many political issues, so many politicians. And he's going to even admit to that in the next paragraph.
Oh, so my God.
Spare me. He says, one thing I can say is being on the receiving end of it, I fully regret ever taking part in this stuff, which I have done in the past and won't be doing again. A likely story, huh? Listen, guys, if we just let him... if we just let him off the hook this time, if we just don't kick his teeth in this time, and he'll be a good boy from now on.
Yeah.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword,
this isn't
buddy.
Even canceling. What we're doing is we're ending your career.
We're holding you accountable. But his career doesn't have to end. He could try to make amends. The first step is admitting you have a problem.
Yes.
And apologizing and then attempting to make things right and to provide restitution to the people that you f***ing wronged. But he said that he won't apologize because he can't handle being made fun of by two f***ing retards. It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
Okay. He then says he will forever be very careful. Listen to how this sentence is.
Give me a break.
He will forever be very careful about jumping on this kind of thing ever again, unless it's Hassan, I suppose. So even when apparently people are showing up at his house, his wife, his family are being threatened, the police are having to be involved, all of this, he still believes there are no bad tactics, only bad targets. And he would do this to someone that he politically disagrees with. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. He's saying that all of the behavior that he's supposedly getting, all of the IRL harassment, all of the attacks, all of the fear that he's living in, he wishes that on someone else who he politically disagrees with. Then I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. Nobody will ever fucking feel bad for you because you have no fucking principles. You simply believe it shouldn't be you. Sorry, doesn't work that way, bud. He says not looking for sympathy. Then what the f are you looking for, retard?
What a fucking dumbass.
What are you actually looking for then? Because I got no candy for you, son.
He's trying to find
the
abracadabra, the open sesame, the secret words that will fix this. Nothing will fix this, Jer. You have
clearly trying to paint himself as a victim, That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
He wants sympathy. He wants to be a victim. He wants to use his family as a human shield. And what he actually wants to do is invite real harassment upon himself and upon his family so he can blame us for it, or he can blame the Kiwi Farms for it, or he can blame whoever, Stuttering Craig, Brittany Venti, and then he can say it's not speech, it's harassment, and all these people criticizing me don't deserve to make a living on the internet. That's what he wants. That's what he's doing. I just want people to be perfectly clear about that, because I disavow this shit, because I have a family and I don't want this shit to happen to them. I don't want this shit to happen to anybody. And the idea that we do is bullshit, you fucking retard. Anyway, he says, if you're looking for me to engage with these people, I am not going to be doing that. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Oh, yeah.
He would continue to not only engage, but threaten people with life ruination, with scalping them, with taking their careers. That's what he did. It's not just engaging. You're threatening and extorting people and threatening to leak DMs and do all this shit if people don't do what you want. That's crazy. Then Jeremy says they don't want an apology. They want control. Projection.
What?
He wants control. He said this. Back. I just want to say, this is how it started. Was him saying, "You'll do as I say. Oh. You'll take down the videos talking about the bull and talking about cuckolding, or I will take $10,000 a month away from you." That's what he said. Okay. He wants control. He wants to control the narrative. He wants to control Stuttering Craig. Melanie Mack wants to control, as we'll find out, who goes on Stuttering Craig's show and who doesn't. Because apparently, Smash JT, think of him what you will, but Melanie Mack says that Smash JT isn't allowed on side scrollers. And it's a betrayal for Stuttering Craig to platform someone who disagrees with her. These are SJWs. These are their tactics. Censorship, crying the victim, deplatforming, and attempting to stop people from platforming people that they don't want platformed. That's what this is.
I think that's what this is. Because at least an SJW will tell honest. You. They'll tell
They're
you.
Honest.
Yes.
They'll stab you in the front.
Yes.
They don't stab you in the back.
That's a war. That's respectable. At least you're battling with them. Whereas Jer will sneak you in. No, we're good. We're all, we hate those people. And then bang, right in the back. Bum.
But anyway, all I really want is an apology. All I really want is the clip channel back. Yeah. And all I really want is for you to stop being bitch made. If that counts as control, then okay. He says, there are loads of videos critical of me online, and they've been there for years. Yep. You want to know why? Because they weren't effective. Because they were coming from leftists. Because they were coming from SJWs, wokeists, and feminists, and people who weren't funny, and they weren't talented. They served no threat. In fact, they were only to your benefit, you see, because then it allowed you to say, see, they're triggered. I'm effective. I make the left seethe. They're triggered, you see. But when it comes from the right, when it comes from people that are funny and effective, then there's a problem. Then the videos have to go down, you see. That's how it works. So he says, if you really believe I spend every waking hour taking down every video critical of me, it's a straw man. No one said that. That's hyperbole and exaggeration. It's actually completely insane, and you need to chill out. I mean, there is an ocean of evidence against that. I mean, not really. I mean, there's actually an ocean of evidence that you are responsible for taking down our channel, and potentially, I mean, other people's as well. But he says, I don't care if people are critical of me. What a lie. From the very beginning of us making fun of him and his show, he has been crying about it, constantly, seething and crying and demanding this and demanding that. He does care. The only thing this guy does care about is when it's effective criticism. Then it has to go. If somebody criticizes him and it helps him, he likes it, right? Okay. Here's the best thing he said so far. I apologize to my wife. Good. You should. You should. You should apologize to your wife because it's entirely your fault that your wife is being brought up at all.
Yeah.
Your wife should have been kept private. Your wife shouldn't be involved in any of this. But yet, you average 2 mentions of your wife per video and live stream. You average that. There are over 2,000 mentions on the Jerilizer, which is an application that allows you to search any keyword through any of his videos, through any of his live streams over time. He mentions his wife an average of 2 times per video or stream, which means he mentions his wife a load more than that. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, right? So he says she's been enduring disgusting stuff, so much so now that she is terrified to answer the door because psychos are showing up to our home. Prove it. Where's the Ring doorbell? This guy apparently has trail cams, but no Ring doorbell. This guy apparently can make all these posts crying, but there's not one fucking police report that can be produced of any of this. Okay. To my co-hosts on my live stream, because they too have been getting insane harassment for literally no reason. Prove it. To my family for having to deal with weirdos. Prove it. And I apologize to all of you who just want to get the news. Buddy, if we wanted the news, we could go to the articles that you are reading. You are an article regurgitator. You are fucking useless. AI, a fucking robot, is better than you because at least there's no and fucking garbled garbage.
Luther Morgan said, if you were to read the articles yourself that he's reading, it would be
you'll read it faster.
Like 5 times faster, and it won't be all this like and he mispronounces every fucking word, by the way. He's drunk while he's doing it. He's nervous. He's wrong about everything.
I saw somebody in chat say, isn't this the fucking 50th fake non-apology? Yes.
Yes. And he's fat.
It's crazy. So then he goes, I'm going to stick. Okay, hold on. He says here, don't bother engaging on my behalf. These people are not engaging in good faith. You are not engaging in good faith.
Yeah.
You are trying to bury this and control the narrative by not actually properly responding. You are not engaging in good faith. You are... Listen, is the entire internet wrong? Or are you? Chances are you're probably fucking wrong, Jared. I'm just going to say that. Like, when all sorts of associates and friends of yours have all come out to say, you're wrong, and nobody other than a cuckold whose daughter tested positive for cocaine comes to your defense, chances are you're in the fucking wrong, okay? He then says, I'm going to stick to what I do, and that's report the news and try and give you my take. I appreciate the honesty of saying try and give a take because he actually has no take. He actually has no take. He's just a soulless husk of a person. Then he does the smiley face because he's so unbothered, you know? Yeah. And then after saying, I just want to point out again, here he says, my wife is terrified to answer the door because psychos are showing up to our home. He then posts this picture of his wife in the same post. Go to the next slide.
Okay, there we go. Oh,
you see, I censored it because I have somehow more of a desire to protect his wife than he does.
But he posted that. He posted, and by the way, you know what's funny about this post? He
posted that on that same post.
It's an old photo, by
honest
the way.
to God.
You want to know why? Because his wife is done with him. His wife doesn't want to be part of this. And by the way, Jerry, you know what you did? Your wife has 3 planes to pay for. You have property taxes. You've got all this bills and everything like piling. When your wife asks you, hey, where's the money that we're supposed to be making? You have to go, I f***ed it all up. I burnt it all down because I was mad. What an fucking loser bum.
Okay, so here, by the way, is Jeremy's own standard for this stuff. Okay? This is what happens. This is what he believes should happen when other people claim they're being harassed. Okay? Listen to him. These are his own words. This is what this presentation is going to be largely, are this man's own words. This isn't harassment. Okay? This is your own speech against you.
We have endured death threats. Not one single piece of evidence, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Ash, you know what's crazy? Ever since he got our channel taken down, I've gotten 100 death threats.
Yeah.
My
keep
family,
getting crazed death
being
threats.
And at the mall and shit, dude.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
There's people stalking me everywhere I go,
yeah,
you know?
Man, my mom
I think there was like a sniper red dot on my head. I had to duck gunfire the other day at Loblaws, bud.
Yeah, they went, and this is from Jer. And then like a bullet flew in front of
my tires got slashed, and there was a note saying this is from Jeremy Hambley. I mean, really?
Yeah.
Like, we can just say anything then,
you know
right?
What I mean? Like,
but this is Jeremy Smollett. This is Jeremy Smollett's bullshit.
Oh, man.
Wait. Carmelo's Anthony, Kayla Hayes says in her voice cracked with emotion. Now, do I think it's entirely possible some lunatic on the internet?
Yeah. That's the thing. I also believe, this is the thing. I'll say this right now. I 100% believe there's some crazy out there who could be messing with Jeremy and his family, because I've been swatted.
Yeah.
I've had people can do weird shit with my fucking family. Andy's experienced a load of horrible shit happen to his family. Like, we all know this shit, right? This could happen. But the thing is, you don't bring it up because it just encourages more of it. Okay? And if you do bring it up to expose it, you have to bring receipts. You have to prove it, because otherwise it comes across exactly like what I think it is in this situation, which is a shield from criticism to try and turn legitimate criticism and mockery into harassment to justify a deplatforming campaign. Because that's what I think is going on. And I think you all see it.
By the way, he's the first guy in the world to ever watch this. Ash, look at him here. Remember, this is an edited video. Watch this.
It's entirely possible.
Who the pulls a phone out during an edited video and starts looking at their phone?
You know?
Could you wait the 10 minutes?
Couldn't edit it out.
Could you wait?
He just doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's just pumping out slop at 12, 2, 3, 5, and 6.
He pulled his phone out.
Lunatic on the internet said something stupid. Yes, I believe it's entirely possible that they did receive these issues. But if you're going to go out to beg for sympathy from the community, you should show the evidence.
Yes.
If you're going to go out and beg for sympathy from the community, and this is one thing this guy does, he'll say, I'm not going to beg for sympathy while begging for sympathy. I'm not going to ask for your money while asking for your money. You know what I mean? He always says, I'm not going to do this, and then proceeds to do exactly that. You know? You have to prove it. This is his own standard.
You felt the jacket says it the best. He goes, what did he even say? With quartering, you have to really focus, because if you lose focus, you lose the sentence. Like, it's like, what? What did you say? Listen to this.
From the community, you should show the evidence. This goes all the way back to, game.
This goes all the way back to.
It goes all the way back to Gamergate. Yes, it does.
You're being very generous, by the way, because he went, it goes back to.
SJWs like Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn and Brianna Wu, et cetera, the list goes on and on and on, all said that they were receiving death threats and harassment in order to shield themselves from legitimate criticism of their own terrible opinions and attempts to control the gaming industry. That's just the reality. And Quartering is employing the exact same tactics that he despised, that he made his name off opposing. That's what this is.
Yeah. 1 sec.
Brigade and whatnot. When it's like, all these women were like, oh, there's all sorts of threats against us. And then 3 years later, the FBI quietly releases a report that says not a single threat ever existed against any of these women.
Well, I don't think we need the FBI to solve this case. That he's a lying.
Can he
sack
produce
of shit.
the police report? Because that's the standard of evidence that he expected for other people. Before we take him seriously, let's hold him to that same standard. Okay. We obviously sympathize if there is harassment, if there is real life ruination stuff going on. But at the same time, Jeremy, you decided to try and ruin our lives. Okay. Back on the 10th of April, Jeremy said, one guy just showed up and had a total meltdown when I said I was calling the police, beat up red F-150, ran away as soon as I answered the door. Now, it's been 14 days. It's been 2 weeks. No footage of this has arisen. No police report of this incident has arisen. Okay. And here we have Doug Stewart. TheQuartering claimed a beat-up red F-150 showed up on his property, suggesting it was part of a real-world harassment campaign. But Jeremy is a known liar. No pics, no vid. You know where we did see a beat-up red F-150, though? In Jeremy's own video in March called They Keep Killing Us, which was about something similar. I wonder where he might have got the idea for the beat up red F-150,
What an idiot. What an actual...
And this is all thanks to the Jeralizer. So there again, this was his original claim.
That's the claim. And there it is.
There it is in the Jeralizer. There's the beat up red F-150.
The Jeralizer. When was that? March 2nd. February, March, right? Yeah, March 2nd.
Okay, so 1 month prior.
I thought it was a year. Sorry, it was a month. Wow.
Yeah, it was a month prior, so pretty fresh on the mind. And that's, I think, where he got this whole fantasy from. Maybe we're wrong, but until proven otherwise, I'm going to continue to believe that this is an elaborate fantasy of a guy who wants to shield himself from criticism.
That's fucking wild. And
here it is. There's the Jeralizer. That's how you search it. Actually, you can play it.
Yeah, look at it.
You can play it.
So
Watch.
funny. You can actually check what channels you want, what you don't. Like, that's actually crazy. Whoever made this is crazy. It's Jeralizer. Yeah, there it is.
There's the F-150.
Oh!
Nobody says, we don't know. Oh, I want prior arrests.
By the way, his live shows, or sorry, his edited clips, he's searching things and doesn't even know the story. I've noticed this on his new videos. I'm watching all of them like a hawk.
It's the first time he hasn't even bothered to read the article before.
Buddy, it's crazy.
So shameful.
He had no criminal record. Wow. Okay. So
why wouldn't you know that before the video's recording, you f***ing retard? Oh, I hate him.
His first crime jumps right into the deep end. Enough is enough with this nonsense. I hope you were.
Enough is enough.
I think enough is enough. No.
He just found out and he's like, enough is enough. Like, get the fuck out of here. Look at this ugly.
And this used to be almost a decade ago, Jeremy Hambley's motto. His tagline on which he sold his channel was "Show me the receipts." Jeremy, show us the receipts. If you want to be taken seriously and in good faith, show us the receipts. Go ahead, play it.
Okay.
Show me the receipts. You know what? I printed a t-shirt today that I think I'm going to link in this video, and I'm going to donate all the...
Oh my God. It's always about like making money and like donating, and I'm going to support. And
by the way, isn't it cringe, and Reddit, dare I say.
Proceeds to whatever the most reputable like men's shelter is in the area. So make sure you get your shirt with a fan-drawn face of me saying, "Let's show me the receipts," because I'm going to be saying that a lot. And again, he's saying vague threats.
I'll be saying
no, actually, this is a direct threat.
Direct.
Okay,
so, Jer.
He's talked about how this is about harassing his wife. This is targeted harassment of his wife. We're trying to ruin her life. We're trying to make her suicidal. We're trying to make her live in fear, etc., etc., etc. His wife is a private individual. She's not a part of his content. He never talks about his wife. certainly never says anything disparaging about his wife. But if you go into the Jerilizer, TheQuartering has mentioned his wife 2,076 times across only 1,069 videos. However, anyone critical of him constantly bringing up his wife is actually the problem.
Let me zoom in. This is crazy, buddy.
Totally not public at all. I just want to say, if Destiny brought up his wife Melina 2,000 times, could we talk about her? TheQuartering talked about Melina a whole awful lot, didn't he? If Hassan Piker had a wife and brought her up 2,000 times, could we talk about her? Of course, TheQuartering would say yes. But he apparently deserves special status and privilege because he's Jeremy Dale Hambly of Wisconsin, and he's a god and he's a king. And he is a bigger public figure by YouTube subscriber count than Hassan Piker, than Destiny, than basically any other political YouTuber short of Steven Crowder or Ben Shapiro. That's the truth. There's only maybe 4 channels politically that are bigger than TheQuartering's on the whole fucking platform. Okay? This is lunacy. Now, here's what's causing. So we're going to go into the big meltdown on the 22nd of April next.
Yes.
But this is part of the reason that the meltdowns are going on. So like later on, probably next week, we're going to do a big deep dive into his mental illness, into all of the diagnoses that he has, all of the medications that he's on, all of the self-medicating that he does. But Jeremy Hambly, by his own admission, has severe anxiety. Like, I think he said he had generalized anxiety disorder. Don't quote me on that. But he has panic attacks and anxiety attacks fairly regularly, okay? And so he's going to talk about how he can't function in society without Xanax on his body at all times, okay? Ooh. And this is the guy who's decided to pick a fight with the entire internet and make threats to other people. And this is why his behavior is so erratic and so fucked up, because he actually is genuinely mentally ill. He actually does have addiction and substance issues by his own admission. And I would feel bad for him, except for the fact that he won't admit any fault or any wrongdoing, and he won't get any fucking help. So here he goes.
When I was in my mid-20s, I started suffering panic attacks. So bad now that I have to carry Xanax in my pocket all the time.
Oh,
Xanax in his pocket all the time.
He's about to cry.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
This is like, oh my God, he's crying.
Yeah.
And I don't have that many panic attacks, but if I forget that bottle, I am immediately thrown into panic.
Okay. So if he doesn't have Xanax immediately available him to dull his mind from the actual experience of reality, because he can't handle it raw, he immediately has full-blown panic attacks and melts down and loses his mind. But it's everybody else that's mentally unstable, everybody else that's mentally unwell, everybody else that's a terminally online sick person. No, you are the sick person, and you need to seek help. You need to seek treatment. I really suggest checking yourself into rehab is what I suggest, and providing proof that you're in rehab as a first step towards being reintegrated into the broader YouTube community, because you're in the head for real.
Well, first get our channels back.
What brought this on?
It's not going to happen.
Being a workaholic, being an unhealthy eater, too many energy drinks, not getting enough sleep.
So it's your own fault.
Yep.
So it's your own fault.
And he's still
you're an unhealthy eater. You're a alcoholic. Energy drinks, Zins, all this shit. It's your own fault you have these problems by your own admission. But all the rest of us have to pay. Our editor's family has to pay because you're a scumbag that can't take your meds and shut the up. Get a fucking grip. Let's start presenting this guy's insane meltdown. Because if you remember at the top of the show when we read his big cope statement, he said that he wasn't going to engage anymore. He wasn't going to address any of this. He was moving on. He wasn't going to let people control him and blah, blah, blah. But he melted down big time on the 22nd. Why is that? So here we have Now, if you remember, Quartering told us all that his deal was renewed for 5 years on Rumble.
Which is the biggest lie of all time.
Millions of dollars, and that therefore he would be allowed to deplatform whoever he wanted on Rumble's dime. Well, Chris Pavlovski came out, just said straight up, it's a lie. No creator has a 5-year deal with Rumble, or even close. Rumble has been moving away from a deal structure towards a creator program structure or Rumble Studio ad read structure. And I just want to point out that our private contacts who have spoke to Chris have confirmed that this is the case, that Quartering does not have a renewed deal for 5 years worth millions of dollars. And in fact, it seems like they're not too happy with Mr. Hambly over there at all. Continuing, this is part of the reason why this meltdown happened on this day. I'm just letting you guys know. So then more changes were announced to Rumble, and it's all coincidence, of course. Doesn't have anything at all to do with Hambly's massive ups. That was a huge PR disaster for the site. Rumble's recommendation algorithm will be better described as an audience algo. If people click and watch, that's going to be a problem for Jer, because all of his audience are fucking bots. You'll get recommended. The editor picks that plastered boring bums like Quartering all over the page, even though no one wanted it, will be replaced by what the viewer wants, not what anyone picks. If the content isn't recommended, the audience didn't like it. And is there a best practice Rumble would suggest for shorts? Yes. Create content people watch. If they skip by it fast, it's not a good signal. So this is bad news for Jeremy Hambly and his entire pathetic grift. And with all the walls closing in, H3H3 coming out against him, Stuttering Craig, Side Scrollers, Friday Night Tights, Brittany Venti, Asmongold, all these people speaking out against him. And with the bad news, he's getting behind the scenes in regards to Rumble. Suddenly, Quartering needed to take a vacation. Suddenly, Quartering couldn't take the heat anymore and announced that for the first time in years, this guy never goes on break, ever. He'd be going on a vacation. Rumble Shorts algo we are going to be transparent about how it works. So it's going to be unlike any platform in the world. Sounds like good changes to me, because they're changes that are going to felt Jer and his bullshit, lazy style of content. Okay. Continuing, the Quartering's views are down 40% this week.
No, Ash, remember this. Because you want to know why? On the edit I did of his game stream, he says at one point, just open up the social blade. Open up the social blade. What you want to use, folks, is vidIQ. What vidIQ does is it actually takes the real videos, not the shorts, and calculates that. He is down not only 40% in 1 week, but it was 75% since November before the 40%.
And the thing is, it's exponential. As you're falling out of the algorithm, it just gets worse and worse and worse. And now his output is falling off. When once he used to do 5 videos a day, it went down to 3 videos. Today, he only managed to crap out 1 video. It's underperforming as well. So the only thing left for Fortress Quartering is this YouTube channel. And it's on a massive decline. It's the only part of his business that's actually profitable. And now that the Rumble is going, he's folks. He's bleeding out badly. That's why he's panicking. That's why he's lashing out and crashing out in the spectacular fashion that he is. It's all of these factors combined led to what we saw on the 22nd.
Damn, dude. Yeah, there it is. And I'm going to do a little zoom here. Now, by the way, is this not funny, Ash? Down 40% in views, right? However, up 2% in subs.
how does that happen? So what he's trying to do is paper over the fact that people are unsubscribing because they're unhappy with him. Nobody goes through the scale and scope of scandal that he goes through and doesn't lose subscribers. It's completely inorganic and inauthentic. It's nonsense. Yeah. He is once again, and he's admitted to doing this. He's admitted to buying subscribers in the past. He does this. This is what he does.
By the way, Ashton, if you gained 10,000 subs this week, let's say every week you receive 10,000 subs, do you not post the 5 videos you promise? No, you would go, holy shit, I got 10,000 subs this week. I better post all my videos. Yet today, he only posted 1. Does that happen to someone who is doing well and receiving subscribers? No. It's all fake. It's all
so all of those videos from a couple days ago were crashing and burning. Right now, he needs to get about 100,000 views per video to make his bills.
With 5 videos per day.
Yeah. That was his worst month ever. In December, he was averaging like 100,000 views. Oh, he's not getting anywhere near that. It's just completely collapsing. He's papering it over with shorts, but it's not enough. So then the white towel gets fucking thrown in. No. The white flag is raised. They are shutting it down. And I don't know if they're actually going to come back from this vacation. I kind of think that this show is done, and I'll tell you why. Hannah Claire Brimelow is now becoming way more active on her own personal YouTube. For the longest time, she wasn't posting shit. Now, since all this stuff started happening, she's pumping out the uploads, folks. So I kind of think that she is like this close to getting out of there. And Jeremy's basically promising her, trust me, by May 4th, I'll have destroyed the haters. I'll have destroyed our enemies. Everyone will side with us and we're going to make all this money. Even if that was the case and he did get rid of us or get rid of all the haters, it's still not going to change the fact that this show is completely unprofitable without the Rumble contract, which is expiring in June and has not been renewed for millions of dollars. So this show is on borrowed time. Let's hear the vacation announcement, though.
By the way, next week is Quartering Live Spring Break. We have not missed a live stream.
So thrilled. Look at they all look so thrilled. You know, like when you go on vacation, it's like, yippee, let's go. We're on vacation. All I ever wanted. Vacation, gotta get away. But this is sad news. This is the news that their show is dead as a fucking doornail and there's serious trouble in paradise. No one reacts like this. Look at their faces.
Bro, this is actually the saddest thing I've ever seen, man.
Quartering Live Spring Break. We have
not Mel. That's for going. No. I don't know. I don't know if it's coming back.
It's the live stream.
Here's the thing, my old friend.
Ash, he has to return. You want to know why? If he doesn't, it's a triple felt. He will literally, it'll be like, whoa, buddy. Like, he needs to now come back and grind away for free. Or else we win even more.
Yes.
And we've already won.
He has to keep paying these girls $500 a show indefinitely, or else we win.
Yeah.
And it's with no revenue coming in. So this is just like tens of thousands of dollars just being flushed down the drain past June. Like, it's over. Ooh. So I don't know how long he's going to be able to hold on out of spite, especially when the only profitable part of his business, the YouTube, is in massive decline and probably is going to continue to be in decline.
In 3 years, I think. And
they look so sad. Oh man,
3 years.
No, definitely it wouldn't be unless he was actually forced to, basically at gunpoint. This wouldn't be happening. I'll tell you why this is happening. Every single stream is an embarrassment. Every single stream, the chat is just cock, bull, Orange Grove. How was your weekend? Adam Sellers, flagging, like just the most vicious fucking vitriol to work. And there's just nothing, even with the janitors on overdrive, there's nothing they can fucking do.
No,
they just don't have any fucking fans. So even when they ban all of the trolls, all of the people who want to voice their mind freely in the chat, then there just is no chat. There just doesn't move because there's no actual organic fan base there at all.
Bro.
You know, we've got kind of a big fall coming up. We've got a lot of...
Yeah, you do have a big fall coming up.
Yeah, it's the downfall.
Your career.
You know, big news coming up. And I haven't given anybody any time off.
Is coming up. How do you know that, by the way? How do you know that? Like, it's ridiculous.
Big news coming up. What does that mean, dude?
Since, I don't know, has it been 2 years? I don't think anyone's taken off. Like, I mean, Melanie went to leadership camp.
Yeah. We're still on with the leadership camp lie, you know. Okay.
Matt leave, but
yeah.
Don't bring that up, Hannah. That's a sore spot.
We're gonna take next week off to kind of just relax our spring break, and then we'll be back the following.
This is the saddest vacation announcement I've ever seen.
It really is. It really is. But you know, they brought this on themselves because before Quartering decided to take our channel down, there were no casino people in that chat or people from the internet in that chat at all. But they kicked the hornet's nest. But as Jer says, it's so fun to kick the hornet's nest. It's so fun. He's just having a great time.
Oh, this is awesome,
totally,
isn't it?
It's great.
I'm sure he's having a great time.
Following week, just so people aren't looking for us next week. Yeah,
trust me, no one
I'm kind of excited.
Well, they are, but it's for a negative reason.
Yes, yes.
Haven't had. I'm still going to do my daily VODs, but I haven't had.
Are you? Are you?
Well, you're barely able to crop out one a day at this point, just to try and keep things afloat, brother. Oh man,
his channel's done, dude.
I had a day off live streaming in like 3 years, except for when I went on vacation like 2 years ago, but I was still basically plugged in completely.
You always will be because you're a slave to the algorithm because you have no real audience and no real support. So then after claiming he was going on vacation, he was going to chill, he was taking a break, Quartering decided to go completely insane. Like, that's all. That's the only way I can really describe this. This is a psychotic break from a person who's mentally ill, who has substance abuse issues, who's drunk out of their mind, probably on Xanax and spiraling. This in no way helps him because no one believes his threats. No one is intimidated by him whatsoever. But here he goes. Nearly everyone profiting off spreading vicious lies on my name. Again, he has never explained what the lies are, debunked the lies, provided any sort of evidence for anything. It's just people are spreading lies on his name. By the way, I thought he had black fatigue. Why is he saying lies on my name? Strange. He says, I've been nothing but nice to over the years. Jeremy, just because you were nice to somebody doesn't mean that it excuses all of your behavior and they have to defend it to the bitter end. Chris Benoit was a really nice guy who had a lot of friends, but he killed his wife and child. Okay? Nobody thinks he's a nice guy anymore. Okay? It's sad. Okay? Nobody is obligated to defend you when you're doing the indefensible, bud. It's insane. But these e-celebs get this in their mind. You owe me loyalty. I made you, bitch. I was a nice guy to you. You know, like, it's not how it works. So then he says the receipts are on my side. Then show the receipts. Show the receipts, as you said.
Show them.
He says, I've let it be for weeks. No, you haven't. You've been desperately trying to control the narrative every step of the way to the point where you deplatform people. Okay? But he says, I guess if they really want me on my villain arc, I will oblige. Like, sir, you're not an anime villain. You're a 40-year-old alcoholic from Wisconsin. Nobody takes your Elmo in the Flames post seriously, okay? He goes, I don't want to hear anyone telling me to be calm. It sounds like you're hysterically melting down, bud. That's a retarded thing. Oh my God. These f***ing losers, Yellow Flash, Side Scrollers, Britney, Geeks and Gamers, they've all turned heel. No, you turned heel when you went against everything you ever stood for by deplatforming our channel and decided 1 week's ad revenue was worth selling their souls. No, Jeremy. They decided that it wasn't worth selling their souls to defend you for literally nothing in return other than you being a nice guy, which is retarded. They instead chose to risk all of their potential career earnings and ad revenue to defend other creators being deplatformed. It's the exact opposite of what you're saying. So then he goes, I will oblige. Okay. This fellow, Searing Abyss, tries to walk this guy off the edge. Bro, do yourself and your family a favor. Stay off the internet for a week. Just unplug. Go outside. Take a walk. You'll be happier for it. Back in the day, I used to watch every single one of your uploads. Please, for your own sake, get off the internet. Every post makes it worse. Quartering then goes, let massive channels lie on your name because long ago I used to watch your channel. I shall send you a spoon for you so you can eat my whole ass, kid. So he's just fully become Darkside Phil. For those of you who don't know, that's the legendary DSP quote where he tells people that he's going to mail them a spoon so they can eat shit out of his ass. So this is full on lolcow behavior. This is full blown. He's lost it. He's just completely out to lunch, off the plantation, off the reserve, and just completely lighting his life and his career on fire for God knows what reason. Then he goes, these fucking leeches from a guy who freeboots shorts, who just steals other people's content, and a guy whose entire brand of content is reading articles that other people wrote, but yeah, they're the leeches, sure. Damn! These fucking leeches forgot about the fact that I cut my teeth in the most ruthless time that ever existed on YouTube. They think I won't roll around in the mud with them because I've let it ride for a few weeks. I'm sorry to say they've mistaked my kindness for weakness. No, the reality is they just know you're a drunken idiot. And your courage is all liquid. And the moment you sober up, you delete all of this shit. So nobody takes your threats seriously, actually. But this whole thing, you existed in the most ruthless time. You are always the bottom of the totem pole bitch that nobody ever respected or took seriously. Like, even on Team Sargon, Team Skeptics, you were the lowest of the fucking low toady, bro. Stop it. Like, you weren't the badass enforcer fucking people up. You were a nothing and a fucking nobody. Get a grip.
Bro, this is actually on him.
Yeah, back then it was the same thing. Like, Quartering would get drunk and embarrass himself, drink Sargon's cum, run gay ops, get caught with his hand in the cookie jar, trying to flag down Mr. Medicare and all this stuff. And then what would save him is that he was so boring that nobody would bother to keep pressing him and humiliating him because he's just so boring.
He'd fall asleep.
But that's it. And even people now who are trying to do like Willie Mack show and that Cameron guy, I saw them complaining today. They're trying to do videos on Jer. How the f is anyone doing this?
Yeah, Cameron's apparently working on a big one too.
You're welcome. No one else could do it but me.
I know, right?
I paved the way, suffering through hours of this fucking bum, you know.
Look at this.
Then, look at this. You called down the thunder. Well, now you got it. He says, I sure hope all those temporary views were worth it. I've tried to play nice, but you've left me no option. Jeremy,
temporary views.
It's not about the views or the money. They would have probably been better off not talking about it because there's a good chance that they're going to lose their channels or get struck down or lose their money by doing so. This isn't about money. It's about the principle of the matter. And a lot of these people who are coming to our defense are opposed to us. You know, like a lot of them hate us, like DSP and like Review Tech and even Ralph and like, you know what I mean? Or H3 is very liberal and we're not. Do you know? Like you just don't get it. It's not about money. It's about what you did was wrong.
Buddy, come on. You called down the thunder. Well, now you got it. Proceeds to delete everything.
Spoil it. Yeah, he deleted all of this.
And go, and not post anymore. Look at this.
So then he starts threatening people 1 new scalp a day. Like at 2 p.m. Eastern. Every day.
Flag us. He didn't call it YouTube rep on us and got 2 channels removed.
No, he's just going to get a new channel banned every single day at 2 p.m. And then he starts threatening Stuttering Craig's business. And it's like, Jer, Stuttering Craig in these circles, like nobody really has anything bad to say about him.
He's great.
He's always been very professional, very business oriented, very much against infighting and drama within the community. And you decide that you're going to come in and be this fucking superhero and tell Craig how it's going to be and that you're going to take his career and his livelihood and over his team. You've had a lot to say about my business and me as a man. Tomorrow we will look at all the messages you've sent, not only to me, but everyone else. So Jeremy doesn't just drag himself into this bullshit. He drags his entire staff and everyone associated with him into this. Mm-hmm. And what does it mean, everyone else? Because Craig interpreted it as just Melanie Mack, but who the knows what that means? And just Quartering is just acting reckless like this and endangering just about anybody associated with him for no good reason. He says, I hope 2 videos ad revenue was worth it. These people are all snakes.
Okay.
These DMs, you guys will see it.
You ready for these DMs?
You guys will see these DMs in a bit. They're the most mundane DMs I have ever seen.
They make Craig look better. They make him look like a nice professional guy, which, by the way, he is. Very nice guy. Here it is. Look. You mean the guy?
He goes, you mean the guy that begged me for help on YouTube and to come on my show? These losers overplayed their hands. If they want me to be a villain, I will. Jeremy, just because, even if it's true that he begged you for help and begged to come on your show back when you weren't flagging people down and being a totally drunken lunatic, it doesn't mean that now he has to support you being a drunken flagging lunatic. Like, do you get, like, this is just common sense. Like, things change. Not everything is static. The world is dynamic and ever changing. You know, he doesn't owe you an eternal lifetime of loyalty because you told him what keyword to focus on in a title. That's crazy, Jeremy.
Oh my God. Who's this?
And by the way, I just want to bring up in this whole situation again, Andy had a situation where Sargon was lying about something that Andy had said. Andy had DMs that proved otherwise and leaked them to clear his name. And Quartering said that Andy should never be trusted by anybody or ever be platformed by anybody ever again because he broke the code by leaking DMs. And now you fast forward a decade and drunk out of his mind, he's now the one leaking DMs.
And by the way, not even for proving a lie, by the way. Not even for like proving a lie. Like he's just showing now DMs for no reason.
Now, this fellow shyster exposer brings up you talking about taking our Kick channel, taking our YouTube, all of this in response to Jeremy talking about how he doesn't have the power to take people's channels down. And if you don't, why say this though? What was the point? And Quartering just admits, I have the power, loser. Link me your YouTube channel.
Ooh.
So it's full on mask off. Just, link me your YouTube channel. I'll get it banned.
He said that? Yo.
Yeah, no, this is what he thinks. He thinks that he's a supervillain. And so the implication here is that Stuttering Craig's channel is going to go down at 2 p.m. tomorrow. No, it didn't go down at 2 p.m. tomorrow because Jeremy lost his balls when he lost his buzz as usual and knew that it would absolutely make things 100 times worse. But what happens the next time he's on a full-blown bender and he's drunk for 2 or 3 days? This is the thing. He's going to be drunk from now until Monday. So God knows what phone calls he's going to make in the interim that maybe played out on Monday to get people banned. This guy is a serious danger to the YouTube ecosystem and community. It's not just us. This guy's a lunatic.
Look, there can't be a YouTuber who has this power. There can't be. Because then anyone he wants removed, and what's this YouTube staff member doing? Can that person like actually legally do this to people who have jobs, careers, who expect to feed their family when Quartering's just drunk out of his mind and calls them? This can't be. Right? And by the way, Ash, now he's lost everything. His viewership and his money is gone on YouTube.
So now it's up to him. He's like, well, I have nothing to lose. I'm going to be a spiteful. And this is the thing. As it gets worse for him, he's going to lean more on deplatforming and censorship because he knows his reputation is dirt. So he may as well do this stuff anyway. And that's the real problem. So I don't really know how this is going to be solved, in all honesty, because there has to be either he wakes up and goes to rehab, or there has to be actual consequences for this guy to discourage him from this behavior. And I don't know what the appropriate consequences are. I think it's mockery and criticism, but he doesn't agree. Like, he wants to take things beyond that. And instead of mocking or criticizing us, ruin our livelihood and attack our personal lives. So I really don't know. But this guy's a Looney Tune, man.
Yeah. I think that YouTube rep has to be investigated, in my opinion.
Look at this. Look at this. He says, never forget, all I have to do is send a text message, an email. I have the power to get anyone I want banned from YouTube. I have the next week off, and I am going to have some fun.
There it is, folks.
Like, that's crazy. Like, he's trying to couch it in a joke, but that's clearly intimidation and threatening people.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't
100%.
it?
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. This is purely threat to everyone.
It straight up is. It's to silence criticism. It's insane. So this is where it needs, like, this is where he just completely fucked up and destroyed his life with this meltdown. I think.
He took a week off, by the way, to ban everyone. That's what he did.
Yeah, but this is the thing is, had he not done this, our comeback stream would be neutered big time. Mm-hmm. Like, he just threw so much more gasoline on the fire for no good reason. This is hurting him. It's hurting his staff. It's hurting his family, but he doesn't care because he's a lunatic. So he goes, hey, Stuttering Craig, care to share the hilarious DMs you sent before I do? These are the driest, most boring DMs of all time.
Oh, my God.
So then Ralph comes in. TheQuartering is the hardest motherfucker to ever broadcast online. I needed the reminder. I think a little facetious here by the old Ralph Male, you know?
Ralph,
you even know what that means. Jarbo's coming in to get his licks in. People keep saying I'm trying to get a redemption arc out of all this situation with TheQuartering. I'm not. I just like shitting on the guy.
Yep.
I don't think there are many more people that are more deserving of a stomping while they're down. I agree. If I was trying to get back in people's good graces, I would be putting out daily videos on it or finding some way to monetize it, but memes don't pay the bills. So majestic math, not seeking the redemption arc, you know.
I'm going to Matt a W on this because he's been felting Gerald.
He's been putting in the work, bitch. Jarvo did have one good comment in all of this that I will give him credit for, where he said, next time until Miller time. You know what I mean? The last time until Miller time. And it's been so true. It's been so true.
No, actually, his tweets have been making me laugh pretty hard. The whole the Uber Eats thing. He
Craig
did?
comes in. He's correct. I've been exposed as being professionally courteous.
No, Craig.
No. Oh
Craig!
God, no.
How will you recover, dude?
So then Quartering comes out with this. Says Twitter is not real life, LOL. Sometimes I like to kick the hornet's nest, but tomorrow will be a regular day, just like every other day, smiley face. Drama used to be something I spent my time on, and to be honest, times were good, but I am less interested as an old man now, LOL, and the cope smiley face. So this was after his drunken crash out gaming stream. This was after he started threatening Craig in Craig's own YouTube chat, demanding to come on and debate him, which is obviously an excuse to probably get him deplatformed by playing gay porn or God knows what, yelling slurs or whatever. No one's falling for your gay ops, Jer. Okay. That once he realized that all of it was felted and it backfired and nobody was backing down through his threats and intimidation, then he pretended like he was an innocent child of God who didn't do nothing. But you know, when he says he likes to kick the hornet's nest, but then also says that like his family is living in fear and they're being harassed, like, is it all a fun game that's not real life? Or are you actually under attack and under threat and living in fear? Like which is it?
Yeah.
Like this is mental illness. This is insane.
By the way,
you need help.
If you have people showing up at your front door to bother your wife, you're going to kick the hornet's nest on that week that she's being harassed? Yeah. No, of course not. That's bullshit and a lie. Oh, she's harassed and doxing and my parents and my co-host
It's all fun for him.
And then, I'll kick the hornet's nest? Buddy, stop it. You lying sack of shit.
And then so this guy just comes in and goes, so your big scorched earth promise for 2 p.m. tomorrow was bullshit? You showed DMs from Stuttering Craig from before he saw you for the snake you are, and you've gotten blackout drunk again? And then Jer says, nah, I'll still have fun tomorrow. Winky face.
Oh, yeah.
So then he flip-flops from I'm going to burn it all down to I'm just going to have a chill, normal day tomorrow to no, I'm going to burn it all down again tomorrow. And he thinks that it's everyone else that has a fucking problem.
Yo, he's crazy, dude.
Like he's actually lost his mind. Like this isn't normal behavior, you know? Then he starts calling out Craig. Now, from the beginning of Stuttering Craig's stream, he said, I have just driven 18 hours across the country over the course of the last 2 days. I wanted to come home and spend time with my wife and time with my kids. But this piece of shit, Jeremy Hambley, was just lying about me, threatening me, saying he's going to take down my channel, saying that he's going to leak these DMs. So I'm just going to come on here live very quickly, leak the DMs before he has a chance to, and get out of here. So Jeremy, at the very end of Craig's stream, okay, when Craig's starting to sign off, comes in and says, give me the link, confront me, debate me, bro. It's like, no, especially when you're trying to get people deplatformed. So now here comes Quartering. He had a chance to have me on live and ducked it. What a surprise. I was ready and waiting for him to epically own me. Now remember, he said he wasn't going to engage in this stuff anymore. Do you remember that?
Yep. And here he is. Why aren't you answering?
Here he is. But he got really scared and pretended he couldn't see me, even though his chat told him I was there to talk. Do you know what he actually did, Jeremy? What? And we're going to show it. He did see you, and he said for you to quit drinking and go to rehab.
Ooh.
He prayed for you. That's what he actually did, because he actually took mercy upon you. Because had he let you on and engaged in a discussion with your drunken ass, it would have just brought more shame and embarrassment upon you and your entire family, you fucking retard. He fired up an emergency stream, and once I popped in, he suddenly drove 11 hours and was so tired. No, it was 18 hours over the course of 2 days, and he said it at the very beginning of the stream. And by the way, you were live doing a game stream during most of the fucking thing, okay?
He says
chance of a lifetime.
Of a lifetime.
Stuttering Craig doesn't need you.
Buddy.
You are fucking insignificant. You are nothing.
You can't
you have
tie
no clout.
his shoes. You can't tie his
Oh
shoes, bro.
my
You're
God.
nobody, bro.
Chance of a lifetime. Like, he really thinks that his appearance, suddenly 10,000 live viewers are going to fall from the sky and thousands of dollars in super chats.
I think he would affect Craig negatively, to be honest.
Well, because he'd probably drop a slur or start playing pornography or something against TOS, and then he would send the signal to Feezer and his flagging Discord to come in and flag Craig.
Feezer is still melting down 3 years later, folks, by the way.
Yeah. Claiming another Kino Casino Classics clip today. Then it goes, what benefit to either of y'all would it be to have you on and dodge most of his questions that everyone else has already asked and also went unanswered? That's the thing. Mm-hmm. That's why it's unproductive to have this guy on, because he just sandbags. Yep. Like, he just refuses to engage in any sort of good faith, any sort of actual discussion. He just plays ignorant. Then you press him with receipts. Then he'll claim that that receipt is a joke or that it's fake or whatever. Like, there's no actual discourse with somebody who's so fundamentally dishonest. It's and disingenuous. Then Quartering's like, he could have totally destroyed me. He ran. No, what would actually happen is you would play the victim and show your belly and cry about how Craig is hurting your wife, when we've all just seen what you do to your wife. Just off with you. Get off the internet.
Wow.
So Craig just, Jeremy, please put down the phone. Put down the bottle. Go to sleep. Good night.
Buddy, the bottle is taped to his hand. The bottle does not leave his...
He's like Edward 40 hands.
He is.
So then Calypso Jack comes in. You tweet more than anyone. You spend more time in your fake life than you do in reality. Goes back to that clip we showed near the top of the show where Jeremy says he doesn't care about his wife. He doesn't care about people in real life. He only wants to spend time talking to anonymous strangers on the internet. And Quartering goes, well, this is fair. He thinks that Twitter's been a net negative for him and he'll take a break. The break didn't even last one day. He was back the very next day, melting down. He was suicide baiting, and we'll get to all of that in a sec.
There's a lot.
These are the DMs between Quartering and Stuttering Craig that are apparently so damaging that they were going to end Craig's career.
Okay.
So Craig goes, appreciate the follow, man. Mm-hmm. And Quartering says, we're going to do some cool stuff. So right away, like, as this conversation flows, like, Quartering's wanting to collaborate with him is the impression that he's giving.
He asked him.
He followed him and asked him to collaborate. But now it's going to be, Craig begged on his knees for me. Okay.
Yeah, he did, right?
So he goes, sure. So Craig goes, sure, man, hit me up anytime. It's good getting back into making content again. And mind you, this is back in 2022. So we're talking about like almost 5-year-old DMs, like 4-year-old DMs. Okay. So then Quartering with unsolicited advice. So it's not that Craig started asking for advice. Quartering starts giving unsolicited advice. Stop putting your name in the titles. They need to be more generic. So then Craig goes along with, okay, any examples on how to improve? You lead with Pro Jared. The weight of the keyword starts in the beginning. So we have the algorithm guru, the marketing master's degree wizard, Jeremy Hambly. Teaching Stuttering Craig, who's been on the internet for 20 years, how it has to be, blah, blah, blah. And so it's like, okay, Craig goes right now. Like, by the way, this is the most boring shit ever. Like, bear with me, guys. This is a fucking snooze fest. The Melanie Mack DMs are better. Okay. Right now, I'm doing a lot of content built around connecting with my original base, talking about SA stuff and sprinkling in some opinionated pieces with the goal of moving to that. I'm not a huge politics guy at all, but I do have opinions. I'd say we align pretty well. Don't be a dick and treat people good. Thanks for the feedback. I'll take a hard look at my titles. Hit me up anytime. I'll make myself available. Whoa.
Oh my God, what? Craig.
Oh no, he's a professional and courteous business guy.
God damn.
Well, then Quartering says He'll be more available in the new year. Okay.
Wow.
Sure. Sounds great. If I can ever be of help, don't hesitate to reach out between now and then. Congrats again. You've certainly grinded and deserve your success. So he's just nothing but nice to Jeremy.
Wow.
You know?
This is an expose of the fucking century.
Great flagpole, man. Legit. Okay. Well, that was ironic later on. Anyway, hey, if you ever want anyone to discuss the Twitter files with you, I would love to. I cannot believe what just dropped, and it's absolutely concerning and disgusting, unreal. And then I took your advice on the titling of videos. So we see here, he reaches out to Quartering 3 separate times.
No DM back.
With no DM back. So Quartering's just ghosting my.
Well, he puts emojis. He puts these emojis here. Wow, this exposes Quartering as a asshole.
Like, yeah, no, it does.
Actually, way worse for Quartering. There we go.
Okay, he genuinely appreciates the help. He asks him a few questions, and then he says, "If you have a consulting side of your business, let me know and send me your rates." So Craig isn't just bothering him for advice for free. Craig is willing to pay Quartering for his expertise on the algorithm. But he's a piece of shit and a bad guy.
Okay.
Oh my God. And then he says, "Hey man, I watched one of your videos today and you made it sound like you're looking to launch a new platform for creators." Quartering just sends, "Stay tuned." There was no new platform for creators as far as I know, but sure. I just want to make sure we don't bump into each other. I have some things in place as well. I think there may be an opportunity to actually work together as opposed to working against each other. And then Quartering says, "I don't think we'll be competing on this. I am not launching a platform." Okay, well, you could have just said that from the beginning instead of being vague with your "stay tuned," where like he wanted Craig to believe that he had this grandiose project, right? And that he was this grand king. Like, that's how he always is.
That's actually crazy, dude.
He goes, "Copy that. Stoked to hear what's going on. What are your honest thoughts on locals? Is that a platform worth supporting? Have you seen a transfer of your audience?" Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
There's nothing. "Hey, brother, we're going to talk about this today on Side Scrollers. Just wanted to confirm you got this. I'm assuming it was leaked and sent to you." And he says, "Yes, a source inside the company." "Great. Just wanted to confirm before running with it. Thanks for getting back to me." So super courteous, super professional, right? Okay. He's so exposed. Like, imagine thinking these are the DMs that are going to end Stuttering Craig's career. So then he says, "Hey, man, just wanted to..." Now, mind you, Quartering said he would be available in the new year. We're now in, is that May? We're now in May of 2024. So we're actually like two years later.
Yeah.
"Hey, man, just wanted to reach out and see if you ever wanted to do anything together. Side Scrollers is going great, and you're obviously starting up your Quartercast channel. So Quartering's getting into live streaming. Craig's been in the space for a while. Would love to figure out a way to work together." Quartering goes, "That's great to hear. But between my daily streams and shitting out 7 videos a day, it's a tough time of year on my end for sure. Hair on fire time." Yeah, that's his level of workmanship there. Yeah, he just craps him out. I mean, that's very appropriate. Yeah, it is in fact what he does. Okay. Yeah, the Ascendant goes, "These are a bore." No shit. That's why
good.
This is seriously, he thought this was going to end Craig's career.
This is crazy, dude. Booking, oh my God. Okay, guess.
Saw you mention you're getting 1.5 million views a day on shorts, worth the time. Have those subs carried over to your longer format videos and live streams? And Quartering says, "Hard to say. Too early. How long have you been doing the shorts? Your mileage may vary. I can't say if it's worth it." Okay. Would love to have you on the show. If you're looking for any guests on Friday, I'd love to come on your show. Quartering says, "Right on. Pretty nuts right now with the election. Sure, just keep me in mind if you haven't." Whoa, Craig's exposed, bro. And that's it. Those are the DMs. Those are the DMs he was threatening the guy with. And I'll tell you this. Quartering was never going to leak the DMs, you know? He was never going to actually leak those DMs because he's a... Okay. Here, I think this is more interesting. Here are the DMs with Melanie Mack that never would have got leaked, except for the fact that Quartering is a fucking lunatic who threatened these DMs to be leaked. And I don't even think he had Melanie Mack's permission to do this. But because he pays Melanie Mack so much money, she's going to overlook this situation. And we know that from what went down in these DMs. So Stuttering Craig sends Melanie Mack a clip of Quartering being disrespectful to him. And he says, I know he's your boy, but your boy is a dick and has no class. I'd rather you hear it from me directly than hearing it from other people. Then Melanie Mack says, I think you're taking this way too personally. It ain't that deep. And Craig says, you talk about my livelihood. It is that deep.
What the
He may be your boy, but he's a fraud. Look at his shorts and tell me that's even remotely okay. Melanie then goes, it's trendy to dogpile the Quartering right now. So you're doing it and being dramatic for no reason. Dramatic for no reason? Our clip channel just got banned because Quartering said he would get it banned. Luther Morgan is getting his content struck down. Rantman is getting his content struck down. Lissa Clips is getting strikes. Josh Moon is getting claims against his videos. What?
Ash, look at this. 2 hours ago.
There's the Joker. Just got a strike trying to cover the Quartering drama. It's these small creators that are getting fisted.
2 hours ago. This is not... Sorry, my mic's pretty low here. Yeah, 2 hours ago. There you go. I'm going to retweet this guy.
But
go show him some love. I'm sorry, dude, that happened to you.
Like, this whole thing about dogpile, it's like, I don't know. Have you guys never participated in dog piles on politicians or people you don't like?
Yeah.
You guys are so full of shit over at the Quartering HQ, you and Mel. You guys need to get a fucking grip. Anyway, he wasn't hating on your show. He was just speaking highly of me because he's my friend. And what are you trying to accomplish DMing this to me exactly? Go ahead to the next slide. I'm not going to turn on my friend. Well, nobody is telling you to fucking turn on him or whatever. We're just bringing to your... What Craig is doing here is bringing to your attention his assholian behavior, okay? Yeah. That's just going on, okay? He says, I'm not asking you to, and it's not trendy. It's about time. It's righteous. It's righteous. I sent it to you so you'd hear it directly from me instead of hearsay. And if you want to know my full thoughts, you can watch the entire video. I have no beef with you, Mel. You've always been a friend, which is exactly why I reached out to you personally out of respect and not speaking poorly about our show. Did you watch the clip, Mel? You may be blinded by your friendship in this case. He's just being so nice.
Yeah.
You know? So then Melanie says, I watched the clip and all he said was that I should be on big shows. Well, he implied that Side Scrollers is not a big show and that it's like some small-time, rinky-dink bullshit operation compared to the behemoth juggernaut of Quartering Live, which actually has no viewers and support of any kind. But he said he didn't watch Side Scrollers, so he wasn't bashing it. Come on. It's so disingenuous. He just wanted to see me on big shows. He even said if I denied his show because I wanted to be on a bigger show, he would understand and not take offense.
He was
so why are you taking offense?
He was clearly being a piece of shit
when
asshole.
Melanie Mack is telling people not to take offense and have thicker skin, it's a bit ironic, isn't it?
Oh, right.
Because she's always taking offense and she's always being thin-skinned. Jeremy has actually been a friend to me. No, he's not your friend. You know he's not your friend. He's your employer who's paying you way more money than you would make anywhere else. It's not economically viable and it doesn't make any sense. And that's why you're sweeping for him. You can't even mention me on your show without having to throw some huge disclaimer ahead of time. Now, here's where it gets interesting to me. And when I was dogpiled over Goonergate, you had people on your show who were viciously attacking me and Razorfist at the time, right in the middle of it all. So you see how this works? You see how this works with these people? They expect you, if you want an association with them, to not platform anybody that disagrees with them. So just because Smash JT, who is going to be brought up, or other people disagreed with her and Razorfist's retarded takes about how we need a Christian board to approve video games or whatever, therefore you are disloyal to me, you platform somebody I don't agree with. These are your freedom of speech champion people. Your free speech champions, sir. This is insane stuff. This is SJW tactics. Craig just brings in a reality check. Mel, we dwarf his show in viewership. Take out the Rumble front page promotion and his bots, and his show is nothing compared to ours. Ooh. He's being propped up. He's been propped up.
God
reality
damn,
check.
yes.
Reality check.
Yes.
Good for him, but it's fake. Oh. It's not his place to talk about small shows, especially when his is and has been smaller than ours. He comes off as arrogant and a gatekeeper. That's not me saying it. That's anyone who's watched the clip saying it.
Dang.
Now here comes Mel, who's taking offense and being thin-skinned as she accuses the other. Okay, so you're making it a peeing contest right now. At the time of him saying your show hadn't grown as much. But like I said, he just thought highly enough of me to say I should be on big shows. And he would understand if I wanted to be on a show bigger than his even. It wasn't personal. Side Scrollers is doing great, and I want y'all to keep doing great. Okay.
Buddy, by the way, yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll finish this first. And
he goes, Mel, he literally made it a peeing contest. You don't have to like him. Nobody has to like anybody, but I don't know what you're trying to accomplish with gossiping to me about it. Oh my God. You're mad over a 2-year-old clip. If I wanted to be mad at you, I could be over how you had Smash JT on your show in the middle of him dogpiling me and Razorfist. I love how it's a dogpile to disagree with somebody. Like, if you say, I don't agree with you and I think your opinion's retarded, now it's harassment, it's dogpiling.
Were we not allowed to call that out?
But had Melanie Mack and Razorfist had the consensus majority, would they not have been dogpiling Smash JT and others who disagreed and smashing them into the fucking dirt until they complied with their worldview? This is what's twisted about these people. Like, they don't believe in a free marketplace of ideas. They believe that only them and their ideas are right, and only them and their ideas should be platformed, and anybody who platforms people they disagree with is an enemy. Or how when you made that video about my husband, you wouldn't even mention me without a disclaimer first. But you know what? I didn't make a big deal of it. Well, you are now. Yet here you are being dramatic over a 2-year-old clip that wasn't the deal. With all due respect, Mel, you're too close to the situation. Nothing about this is a good look for him. The threats, the emails, the arrogance, the shorts. I'm not even including the flagging because I don't know if he did that or not. He certainly threatened it, though. Which, once again, is why I reached out to you as a friend to tell you my thoughts about your friend so you don't get it twisted. Well, Mel, when it's about my livelihood and the way I make a living, it is that deep and it will always be deep.
Yeah, okay? Exactly.
Yeah. And then she goes, you have Smash JT on your show. See, he's a Voldemort. He's a person that should be othered, you see, and so are we. And this is how these people act. They believe they're the gatekeepers of the discourse, and they get to decide who has a voice and who doesn't have a voice. This is insane shit. It really is. Because he had Smash JT on his show, she doesn't want to hear it, suddenly caring about people's character, because clearly that's not the case. So when you have a disagreement with Melanie Mack about politics or religion, it means that you're a bad person and you shouldn't be platformed. And the people who do platform you are also bad people and they don't want to hear their opinions on anything. He goes, we have Smash as a guest on the show. I don't know or recall any beef between you two. And honestly, it's not my job to know about people's beef.
Exactly. He has to know everything. He has to know know every drama and like who gives a fuck?
He goes, I don't agree with anyone on our show, and I don't care who has beefs with who because I'm not the internet janitor. It's not Craig's job to sweep for you, Melanie. A 2-year-old clip where he doesn't even bash the show does not affect
It was bashing the show.
Oh my God.
It literally was bashing the show, dude.
You don't recall any beef? Seriously? He started Goonergate and dogpiled. You mean disagreed with you and Razorfist relentlessly?
They started Goonergate.
And you knew about it. They decided that they were going to take over video games for the Christian right. Okay, which most people are not on board with.
Like censorship.
You know what I mean? Like people do not want Jack Thompson telling them what they can and can't play. Because in Melanie Mack's world, in Razorfist's world, Grand Theft Auto would be banned. Red Dead Redemption would be banned. Witcher 3 would be banned because there's brothels in it. Like, this is the twisted world that they want us to live in, where instead of it being left-wing censorship in the name of protecting morality of whatever it's going to be, we need to do this in the name of Jesus and protecting the children, but it's going to be the same censorship, you see? And so people disagree with that because they want to make decisions for themselves and not have to bow to the clergy at every turn, okay? It is what it is. You're right, but it shouldn't, but it does. Honestly, I stayed out of all the Gooner stuff. As I've said, I have people who I agree with and don't agree that are on my show, and friends who I don't agree with on everything. Razorfist and I were both, oh my God, regularly on your show and helped a lot with it in its early days. You owe me loyalty, bish. Why don't you taste my loyalty? Then in the middle of a gigantic dogpiling that you orchestrated, bish, you platformed my enemies. You disrespected me. So now my friend Jeremy can take your channel. Do you understand? Like, that's what this is. That's what this is. I've seen this before.
Yo.
And so Craig goes, we're grateful for you guys believing in our show. We always will be. I don't really recall that show. We've done over 700 shows, but there's 100% no malice intended ever. Mel, once again, I think a lot of you always have. That's why I reached out. Not to drive a wedge, but to be honest and transparent with you. This is pretty professional stuff. He is your friend. I think he's, well, whatever. I mean, Melanie knows right well he's not her friend. He's the gravy train.
Yeah.
And the moment the gravy train ends, Melanie Mack will put a fucking knife in this guy's
Which is
back.
next week, bro. It was weird that he was drinking all the time and talking about his wife all the time. She will be the first one
that's the
to
thing,
slice
because
his throat.
once this all comes to an end, she's going to want to be on side scrollers. She's going to want to be on Flashcast. She's going to want to be on Friday Night Tight.
Well, she'll have to apologize for backing this guy's flagging campaign. First of all, like, you know what I mean? And she's the one who's like, I don't want to be banned for saying the F slur, and she says it to get banned and shit, right? But now it's like, oh, we should all be banned.
I disagree with what Craig does here by apologizing, because he really shouldn't apologize to evil like this, because what this is evil. This is somebody who is in favor of deplatforming, who is censorious, who doesn't want people that she disagrees with to have a platform. And she's forcing you to apologize for giving a platform to people she disagrees with. So he says, I'm sorry if you took any offense to bringing Smash on. It certainly wasn't meant to be disrespectful to you or Razor. I apologize and hope you can move past it. Like, why even negotiate with terrorists like this?
Yeah.
So here we go. Talking bad about my most loyal pay pig in this space
your loyal
just isn't in good.
Is a flagger.
Your loyal pay pig. That's what this is. This is a guy who's paying you 6 figures a year. So of course you're going to defend him. But this idea that he's your loyal friend, just stop, isn't in good faith, isn't in good taste, rather, when you've not shown even a fraction of the loyalty, Gator. I hold no ill feelings. That stuff did bother me. So you do hold ill feeling.
Yeah.
But I didn't make a huge deal of it. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. You didn't owe me anything, so it's okay. I'm not holding it against you. I still wish all the best for you in the show. I just can't accept you bashing Jeremy to me when he's always had my back and is a great friend. I don't want any part of the beef you have. If I were in your comments giving you grief, I understand you wanted to talk to me about it, but I'm not doing that.
Well, I hope that friendship remains and is true.
And here it is. Craig just tells the truth, Nuke. I mean this with zero disrespect or malice at all. I hope it doesn't end when you're no longer on his payroll or have used him. See you, Mel.
Oh, shit. Belted. What's this? The post is unavailable. Okay, because he deleted his tweet. Please tell me.
Yeah.
So I guess it's the tweet where he was like threatening.
Yes, to deplatform, and
Yeah.
He goes, "You literally just used the phrase turn on in our conversation."
Oh!
The
She's
people who
telling
turned
him,
on me, and
she's 100% speaking to quartering about this.
Yes,
She
yes.
is backing his flagging campaign.
Yes,
She's backing every step of this. She laughed when we were flagged.
nobody should forget this stuff.
No. No.
The next time that Melanie has a video taken down for saying the F slur, I'm not going to give a shit.
No.
What? Why am I going to come to her defense when she doesn't give a f about our speech whatsoever and wants to censor and deplatform all of those who are opposed to her insane Christian radical worldview, which she doesn't even really believe in? That's one thing, Like, I actually have believed in that stuff and kind of still do believe in that stuff to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't believe in any of this shit. No. She's full of shit. Like, it's just ridiculous. Just be for real. I mean this with no malice. Then you make the most petty comment ever, like I'm only his friend for some money. Well, you are.
You are.
I've been friends with him for a long time. I don't go on his show because I need the paycheck. My husband and I are financially set for life.
You mean your gay husband?
It.
Your gay husband?
I doubt it, because just a few years ago, you were about to go get a real job before Chrissy Mayer saved your ass from the garbage heap, and then quartering saved you once again. So I don't believe that. I never have to work another day. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I just enjoy what I do. I still enjoy making money, because who doesn't? But to imply I'm Jeremy's friend because he pays me is unbelievably catty of you. Don't pretend like you said that in good faith. It is in good faith because it's the truth. Oh my God. I say that based on the experiences he's had with previous hosts like Sydney Watson, and there was no malice in it at all. I'm not Sydney Watson. You just insulted my credibility with your statement.
Sydney Watson is better than Melanie Mack will ever be. Shut the fuck up, Melanie.
Oh my God.
You're only where you are, Mel, because quartering, if you don't remember this, Ash, when quartering shouted out Melanie Mack Go Boom YouTube page. That's why they're friends, because he fucking simped for her and promoted that before she was ever on his show. Okay? So shut the fuck up, you bum.
So then it's
Mel.
like, Mel, I go back to the original point of this. I reached out to you out of respect. That's it. Okay, can we drop it again? This is not productive. I don't like any of this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, too bad.
Fuck you.
Oh, my God. And with that said, are you leaking my DMs to him? Is that what this is about? I've had multiple people in my DMs about him, as has Hannah Claire. And we have been telling him that was the case. If people were DMing me bashing you, I'd be telling you, hey, people are in my DMs bashing you to me. So there's the confirmation, by the way, that there's no ignorance. Like, ignorance is no excuse for Hannah Claire or Melanie Mack. They are co-signing all of this. Mm-hmm. They are taking the checks. They are taking the blood money that is being propped up by a deplatforming campaign, and they don't care. And I just think for Hannah Claire in particular, whose family was so viciously prosecuted by Letitia James and the Attorney General of New York, and their freedom of speech was quashed, to go along with this shit for money is particularly disgusting. With Melanie Mack, I know she's just a soulless grifter, but with Hannah Claire, I actually expected a little bit better, but I guess not, right? I guess not.
Yeah.
It's only when it's their families and their livelihoods that it matters. Nobody else, right? Except I wasn't bashing him, and I wasn't trying to get you to turn on him. It just keeps going. We can 100% drop it. I don't want drama with you. This was literally the intention of me reaching out. His tweet is about the people harassing us. You've not harassed me, so it doesn't apply to you, except he's tagging Stuttering Craig. And it did apply.
Yeah.
But she really thinks stupid because she's stupid as fuck. And she thinks that she can piss on our hands and tell us it's raining. And it's just not going to fly, Mel. And eventually, like, I'm going to be honest, shit's not going to go well for you either. Like, you and Hannah Claire are being left out of this largely because it's largely all Jeremy's fucking fault. He's a piece of shit. But when you co-sign onto it like this and sweep for him like this, you better expect that some fucking blowback is going to come your way. Because it is.
Yep, exactly. All right.
So this is my final message to Jeremy here.
All right, sounds good.
And if Jeremy is in the chat, I do have a legit message for you. Put the bottle down.
By the way, his channel name or his show title, I've been exposed. My channel is under attack.
Put down the phone.
And he even like Jer would while he's drunk. So it's really authentically Jer.
And put the bottle down. You don't need the booze, man. I mean this like sincerely. You don't need it. Get sober, take a break, get off the internet. And when you come back with some creative energy. I know everybody's doing it, so you should do it too. No. Your flag, your channel should be demonetized. It's literally in the terms of service.
No!
Let's go!
Oh, that would sure be a fucking shame, wouldn't it?
Oh, demonetized. Let's fucking go.
How hard do you think he would cry if that happened and then say that Craig was the one that got his shit taken down?
No one would care.
I guarantee you he would do that, but he won't apply that same standard to himself when he directly threatened us. That's crazy.
You can't do what you're doing with those shorts, right? But you're skating by right now. So all I ask of you is to look at yourself.
His shorts are the biggest content theft I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
In my entire life.
And realize that
the guy was complaining about it for months, by the way. We covered it on the show, like the AI slop and the rebooted content. And then he turned around and did it himself because he was that desperate to paper over his numbers.
Bro, did you see him cover the AI video of the plane bunker? Did you see that short?
Oh, it's in here. Don't worry.
Okay.
And by the way, I'm not being malicious at all. Take a step back. Totally remove yourself from the internet. If you need to upload some videos to keep your channel in the algorithm, awesome. Do that. That's fine. But outside of that, get your work done, get done, and separate. Go on a vacation, go down to the beach, and just get off the internet. Do not drink. Don't smoke. Don't do any drugs. If you do any of that stuff, I'm not implying that you do. I don't know anything about you outside of that.
He does. This is like the most friendly. I'm right here. Says drunk Campbell. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Bozo alert. The cockening. Suffragette.
The oranges.
Bring me on, tough guy.
Yo, hang on, let me sit, man.
Look at this, dude.
But what are the oranges for?
Oh, man. Coward. Come on, Jer.
He's tired. Jeremy, log off and dry out.
So here he is saying this is fun for him and none of this shit matters, which is very contradictory to his message that his wife is living in fear and his family's being harassed and people are showing up to his house, you know.
Yeah.
Right. So then Camelot comes in and goes, Jeremy, the quartering, says his family and his co-host family are getting constantly harassed because of drama. He then says the reason he stirs the pot and kicks the hornet's nest is because it's fun for him. Allegedly putting your co-host families in danger is fun. It's time to put down the bottle, Jer. None of it makes sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Buddy. Nina Infinity, by the way. Big support from her. Thank you, Nina. We really appreciate the support.
She just destroyed Jeremy. And I think I have like a whole folder of her actually just felting Jer. Yeah. When she was actually like a co-host and associate not long ago. Says, Jeremy, you're telling people that your wife, friends, and family are being harassed IRL because of this drama. And then you go and post this saying you like to kick the hornet's nest because it's fun and none of this matters. Well, death threats and people coming to your house and harassing your family and friends should matter a great deal, actually. This is why no one believes you, because anyone who's facing actual harassment would not be making this comment.
Yep. Thank you, Nina. Big ups to Nina, man. I have to respect her for
so this is Quartering's new idea. So sadly, Daryl Sheets of Storage Wars tragically took his own life. Apparently he was being cyberbullied or something. So Quartering is basically using this to do his own suicide bait about his situation. And it's like, this is fucking pathetic, man. It really is. Let's have a look.
I don't think there's any information. There is no indication whatsoever that they're involved in him, you know, in him leaving.
Oh my God. Did you see? It is. It's like all his videos are.
Is he drunk? Like, is he drunk when he's doing these? Like,
and again, tomorrow on Locals, I'll be watching his videos raw. Like, guys, like we have to microanalyze every sentence. It's crazy. In his
involved in him. You know, in him leaving us.
Oh,
however, you know, he seems to indicate that maybe they pushed him over the edge. And, you know, I don't think, look, there's certain stuff that's inbounds online. Certainly,
he's
like
I'm
going through a bit of that right now.
Of course.
You see this? He's going through this right now, guys. He's going through this right now. So everybody please lay off of him or he's going to be the next Daryl Sheets. Please. You got to stop Brittany Venti. You got to stop Mula. The big baby, Jeremy fucking Hambly doing this shit.
That's like out of bounds. So like making videos criticizing somebody or doing this stuff is generally inbounds, you know, showing up at their house.
No one's showing up at your house, you piece of shit.
Prove that anyone actually has, and then we may actually feel bad for you. But you won't, because it's probably not happening.
It definitely is no one's showing up at his house.
Assuming their identity, you know, harassing their family.
Is that happening to you?
Most people are not equipped to handle this, including me. Like when online words turn into like real life stuff, there's definitely a line there that most people have.
When online words turn into real life stuff, isn't it real life stuff to take away our editor's income and his livelihood?
Exactly.
I mean,
and
that's
stifle
a real
our growth on YouTube. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
that's a real life consequence that you gave to us because you were butthurt on the internet. I don't know what to say, man. Like, you're so delusional.
By the way, Jer, it's only going to get worse. Get it? It's going to get way worse. We're gonna just keep making fun of you every fucking day.
Gotten away from for a very long time, ever being able to have any consequences.
By the way, do you think if Brie Larson had said that she was suicidal, that Jeremy would stop?
He would have went harder on her.
Yeah, he would have went harder.
Yeah, of course he would have.
Look, this is what's going on Hannah Claire's videos, by the way. And this is Jer's fault because of the way that Jer is acting.
Tell me what you think of the comments. What are the oranges for? Let me know in the comments.
By the way, these are actually very harmless comments.
Yeah. Well, that was funny. Adam Sellers with the bull, and then Jeremy Hambley with a chair.
With the cock chair.
That's so funny. By the way, we're still trending today. Right now, we're trending. The last week, we've been trending on Twitter.
We got this one.
Oh, this is so good.
Jeremy, might I inquire, what is the TheQuartering's plan?
It is evil. It is so evil. It is a bad, bad plan that will hurt
This is actually his villain arc plan, though. This is what it was.
People that are good. I think it's great because it's so bad.
Yo, Lazy Shell TV. Okay. Go sub to Lazy Shell.
Here we have like I think next we have like an extended feltoning from Nina.
Okay.
So she says she addressed the quartering issue, but she wants to stress a few main points from it. Again, this is somebody who was just working for him not very long ago.
Yeah, exactly.
You opened the floodgates of this mess yourself by DMing Josh Moon and telling him you're going to report to your non-Pajit rep. The Kino Casino guys never doxed your wife or your friend. All of his information was public already, and you talked about him publicly using his real name. Just the truth. The truth.
Okay, and then go to the next one. There you go.
They have explicitly said they are not for harassing your wife or your family. And we've repeated that multiple times today.
Yeah.
They said that way before you claimed the harassment stuff. I know because I started watching their full streams to get the full picture of what's going on outside of clips, which can a lot of the time be taken out of context. Now you're claiming people have actually showed up to your house. And what I want to know, is there a police report? See, it's not just me saying this, it's not just unhinged lunatic troll PPP. It's other people that are reasonable. Is there door cam footage or other camera footage? If there is, you need to release that and show proof of this IRL harassment. And then we can assess how serious this matter is. But regardless of online opinion, if the matter is as serious as you claim, there must at least be a police report about this. If random people were showing up at my house to harass me or my family, you can bet that'd be the first thing I'd be doing. It's only logical.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, Jeremy, just take the L. There's really no scenario where he can turn this around, and he needs to accept that. Make a video, explain that you f***ed up about what you said to Josh, and then you understand why your fans may have taken matters into their own hands if you really didn't do it. And take accountability. That's what people want. Straight up.
Yep.
I saw the other day you threw Candace Owens a shade again for the situation about Erica Kirk. And I saw that you said to her,
okay, sorry, there we go.
I wonder why she's getting death threats, Candace. Perhaps you can use your mind's eye, which shows me that you have enough awareness to know how dangerous it can be to say things to your fans that may take matters into their own hands, thinking they're helping you take down Kino Casino. Take accountability for that. Or if you think it isn't really a problem how your fans react to things you say, well, then give Candace, Kino Casino, and every other creator the same grace. And Baring brought up this exact same point. Like, you can't claim that the Kino Casino is responsible for what Kiwi Farms or other people, their fans, are doing, and at the same time deny responsibility if your fans were the ones who flagged them down. But he doesn't see that contradiction. Lastly, we've known each other for a long time.
Yep.
And I truly mean this. You need to go to rehab. I think your excessive drinking has contributed to all of this, which is why you go on drunk tweet sprees and then delete them. And that was happening long before Kino Casino started making fun of you. It will just be better for you, man. Take care of yourself, both mentally and physically. And this is what everyone is saying.
Yeah, man.
I also saw the post you wrote recently apologizing for what you said about Iranians, and she appreciates that. Okay. And he needs to pick up some books and educate himself, which he'll never do because he hasn't read a book at all in his life. He actually went through 6 years of college without reading a book. Yeah, he can't read. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, there we go.
Have a good
good
weekend.
weekend. All right, now.
It's gotten this bad for quartering when it comes to the shorts. Just when you thought his videos couldn't get any worse, the quartering has officially descended to the next layer of content hell by reacting to an AI video. I'm not sure it can get much lower than this.
By the way,
what do you
follow
guys
this
think?
person, Katzbergers. She or he has been fucking killing it with the funniest tweets about a quartering and DSP. Well, look at this. Remember, he hated AI. Remember, everyone? He hates AI. It's the worst thing ever. It's taking over our jobs. Watch this.
I think every guy dreams of having a backyard bunker, but this exceeds all expectations. Check this out.
Well read. Look at this.
Can he actually not tell that this is fake? Or does he just not care? I think he doesn't care.
Look at this.
Sir! Sir!
Look at that shot.
Jeremy, come on. Come on. Nulo.
All the coffee, brand coffee.
Freebooting a fucking AI slop. It doesn't even... It's the sloppiest of the slop. It doesn't even look close to being real. Just takes it to the next level. Come on.
Cockpit. We built a fully realistic flight simulator.
Is this the coffee brand coffee factory?
Wait. I got to show you something. An extra little side thing. Someone sent me this. Let's head over to his RC Nightmare channel. You ready for this, folks?
Oh my God.
Check this out.
So it's come to this for Jeremy. Now, this is a channel that he's abandoned now for like months, if not years.
Yep.
But he's fired it back up just to pump out slop shorts for a couple bucks a day in the gutter.
Yep.
That's how desperate he is. That's how desperate he is.
What the fuck?
So
what?
Is it dubbed over and like fucking like some woman's? What the fuck is going on?
What the
oh my God! He botched the short so bad he muted his own portion of it. No way, bro.
No way. He fucked up his short.
Oh no.
The world desperately needs more anti-woke comedy and people not afraid to hurt feelings, and this guy's a perfect example of it. Check it out.
Is everything okay? No. Are you mad?
This guy, you mean Rob Schneider?
I gotta ask, does he even watch these? Like, does he just do generic commentary for check this out?
Check this out.
You okay?
No.
I've got 3 German Shepherds, and they definitely tell me when it's playtime. These dogs know what's up. Check this out.
So here's what I gotta ask. These aren't even like exclusive like to being race cars or any like RC cars or whatever. Is he just recycling
Yes.
the same shorts that he'll put on his other channels?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's 100% against the terms of service.
That's what's it called again? Reuse.
Like,
yeah.
Jeremy is playing a very dangerous game with this stuff, engaging in flagging while being blatantly in violation of the TOS. Like, is his YouTube rep really this powerful? Like, is this really like, how did this guy end up the final boss of the internet? Like, how?
Yeah.
Like, what the happened? There's some shady shit here, for real.
I kept thinking when is this thing gonna burst into flames? But it ended up pretty good. Let me know what you think.
Oh my God.
Entitled women isn't something just exclusive to America, and now this chick's banned from the country. Let me know what you think. Check it out.
So
Okay. Buddy, that is so...
So Matt Jarbo, intrepid investigative journalist Matthew Jarbo has written his own article blowing the whole operation wide open on Quartering Slop Short Network. Something is afoot at the Jericho K. Over the course of this past week, Jeremy Hambly, otherwise known as TheQuartering, has been outed for allegedly flagging down his rivals, the Kino Casino. As a person who's made the same mistake in the past, I can understand what he's going through. Well, these issues are not to be ignored. One thing has stood out to me that is even more egregious than flagging down your competitors.
Okay.
Jeremy Hambly has 2 million subscribers on YouTube.
An article
for just this one main channel. His other secondary channels range in the hundreds of thousands, but his flagship is undeniably TheQuartering. One thing Jeremy understands is fair use. His entire channel is built on it. He watches other videos and provides commentary. It is an established business model used by thousands of creators, but when you look at his recent performance metrics, something seems off. According to Social Blade, he's pulling in an average of over 1 million views per day. However, when you look at his long form uploads, they're averaging only 45,000 to 55,000 views per video. It's actually gone lower than that since
lower.
some of his core political commentary videos are struggling to break even 30,000 views.
Well, now it's 20. Now it's 20. Now it's 20.
So where are the other million plus daily views coming from? And the answer is short form content. TheQuartering has been flooding his channel with just as many shorts as long form videos. These clips are getting significantly more traction and mileage than his standard commentary. What is the special sauce driving this engagement? In my opinion, it's freebooting. He takes viral content, slaps on a 3 to 5 second opening question, brands the frame with his own logo, and re-uploads it. Take his latest short. Would you let this lady cook for you? Hashtag food, hashtag diet, hashtag viral, hashtag cooking.
That was the one. Wait, Ash. That was the video. Okay, no,
yes.
All right, that was the oranges. That one's the oranges one.
Yes.
Yes. What are the orange for? Yeah.
Jeremy starts by asking, what are the oranges for? And then plays the original video in its entirety without providing a single word of further commentary, critique, or education. This is effectively piracy with a webcam. The original footage comes from a channel called Cook and Eat Food, an offshoot of Natural Life TV, which has over 5.6 million subscribers. The original video has over 1.5 million views on TikTok. Quartering's free-booted version pulled 123,000 views in less than 24 hours. By uploading her work with his own branding and a subscribe button, he is siphoning engagement and revenue away from the original artist. I just got to ask, would he be okay with us opening a channel where we just go, what do you think about this?
And it's just his video.
Play every single one of his videos? Is that okay?
We should do that.
Is that fair use? I think that's going to come down the pipeline, I think.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
So the data breakdown is stark. His shorts average approximately 250,000 views each. In just the last 7 days, his shorts generated roughly 7.5 million views. In the current 2026 algorithm, roughly 74% of shorts views come from non-subscribers. His top freebooted short outperformed his original political commentary. Original political commentary is a bit of a stretch, but by over 7,200%. That's crazy.
Ooh. Oh my God.
While his main channel has 2 million subs, his actual growth rate is stagnant. These millions of views aren't building a loyal core. They are just keeping a declining brand on algorithm life support. What makes this even more baffling is that on his Quartering News TikTok, he actually does provide commentary over his clips. So is the YouTube strategy pure laziness or a blatant attempt to exploit the Wild West of 2026 copyright loopholes? One thing is certain, you can't claim to be a champion of free speech while using flagging as a weapon and other people's creativity as a shield. At some point, the grift runs dry and you're just another gatekeeper desperately clinging to a house of cards that's already starting to fold.
Well, I think it's already folded, to be honest. fuck?
So it's just become like everybody is clowning on this now. You know, everybody and anybody is jumping on this train. Let's have a look at H3 clowning for this.
Watch when the girl's eyes lock. She's screaming for help. Check it out.
Yeah. Melanie and I will be watching the football game tonight, and Hannah Claire will probably be going somewhere family orientated.
I can't watch football with you guys? You can. I would love that.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun.
Wow, thanks, Melanie. I'm not Jerry.
Yeah.
We just didn't know if you wanted to, but I'm great at watching sports. And by that, I mean I'm solidly okay.
Well, yeah, well, we got to figure out where we're going to go. I have a dinner place.
This editing is like so high effort.
No.
This is even more high effort than his videos, though.
No, it is way more effort than H3. But yes, this is actually transformative.
Yeah.
It actually is.
It actually is.
Okay.
This is real
Football
commentary.
game tonight, and Hannah Claire will probably be going somewhere. Claire will probably be going.
But, you know, don't believe your own eyes, folks. Don't believe your own eyes.
Somewhere.
Oh, that's so funny. Oops. Sorry. Right here.
Watch when the girl.
Stuttering Craig.
There's Stuttering Craig. He's been pumping out a ton of these.
Yeah.
And Craig is taking real exception to this. And he should. Everyone should. Because it's bullshit. He's stealing.
This guy literally steals other people's videos, adds an intro to it, and then uploads it as his own. What do you think of that?
But what are the oranges for? Well, I bet it tasted good. Let me know what you think.
And then it's the whole.
Yeah.
Do you have when everyone started like doing it to them? No, there. And then Yellow Flash did an intro to that
yes,
one.
Yellow Flash did. And it was just like Inception. It was shortception. Yeah.
It was like 100 people.
Check this out.
Hang on.
Check this out. You gotta check this out.
Well, here we
You should, and this looks like required. Let me know what you think in the comments.
What do you think?
Check this out. And again, check this out.
Super transformative stuff there.
Check this out. Check this out. V.
Even V is felting this. The milk-fed gimp himself, V. Oh boy, dare we hit play? Oh
This guy
my.
talks about
Yo, ring it up.
an old friend of mine that's now literally stealing other people's videos. What do you think about that?
This guy literally steals other people's videos, adds an intro to it, and then uploads it as his own. What do you think of that?
What
What are the oranges for?
The Quartering
Here
has been
comes
busted for
Yellow
stealing
Flash.
shorts. So let's do a totally transformative reaction to a reaction of his reaction. Tell me what you think about it.
This guy literally steals other people's videos, adds an intro to it, and then uploads it as his own. What do you think of that?
But what are the oranges for? Well, I bet it tasted good. Let me know what you think.
What are the oranges for?
The guy who took everyone's intros, but then he watermarked the entire video with his logo.
Yes. Okay. So here's Jer seething about this situation. He's not happy. People are criticizing him for it.
All right, well, that is the show for today. I've got to do a bunch of low effort short slop that everyone's really mad about.
Let's go!
I've got to do that, even though everyone does it.
Yeah, Muda had a really fucking funny one on his video
this
too.
is like his pure projection. Like he says, everyone does it. No, you do it, and you're justifying it by saying everyone else does. It's what a thief does. In the thief's mind, everyone else is a thief. Of course I can steal. Everyone else steals. No, not everybody's a fucking thief, and not everybody is freebooting content. And just because everybody else is doing something wrong doesn't mean you should do something wrong, even if it was the case. It's bullshit, Jeremy. Get a grip.
You know, instead of complaining about it, you could just do it yourself. So we've got to do that.
So we should all just shitificate the platform and just slop it up.
No
Right?
one's
That's
mad, by the
solution.
way. We're calling you out. Like, shut the fuck up.
What's up, everyone? Jeremy here from TheQuartering, and The Indians must be stopped, but also the Gooners must stop gooning as well.
Are you going to stop gooning?
You're the biggest gooner on the platform.
Physician, heal thyself. Remove the plank from thy own eye before the speck from the jeep, buddy. Figure it out, dude.
What do you think about that?
The cottage industry of Indian spammers pretending to be beautiful white women and extracting money from thirsty men must be brought to its knees. I think, personally, on X and on Instagram and other similar platforms, that they should probably have digital ID. Watch all of this.
Wow. So now, see, this is the thing. Because he's getting made fun of on the internet, he now wants digital ID. He wants everybody to have to post under their real names and real address. Yeah, I'm sure the woke left won't abuse that at all to get people fired from their jobs or censor other people.
Buddy.
What a fucking scumbag. Just because he comes under the microscope and comes under the heat, he wants everybody else to suffer now. That's ridiculous, Jeremy.
That's actually crazy.
Just go away. Watch all of this nonsense go away. Like, the internet is basically recycled viral videos and Indian bot farms.
That's you. So because of you and your behavior, all of us have to post with our real names online? How about you piece of shit?
He's actually the biggest scumbag ever, dude.
You're free speech champion, sir.
Buddy.
There's like this rule.
I don't think, by the way, someone in chat was saying this earlier. I didn't even like read it because it was like too fast, right? And you were talking, but someone goes, I don't even think that Jeremy realizes it's over. Like, I think he thinks in his mind.
Yes. Go ahead.
That he'll make it. That he's gonna be in a week. It's gonna be done.
I think in his mind he believes that he's actually winning and that everybody has exposed themselves and everybody's gonna be destroyed. Like, that's what he really believes, that he's in complete control, that he's a god, and that everybody will be destroyed. Like, that's really what he believes, and he'll have it all under control by the 4th. Like, that's what he believes. It's crazy.
That's insane, dude. I don't even like. Either that or he does realize it's all over and he's trying to figure out how to save it. And the only way to save it is to get our channel back. That's it. That's the only way. And that's even then he'll still be shit on.
It's not coming back. It's not. He doesn't even have the power to bring it back.
No.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Well, the 99-1 rule with social media, 90% of people are
You hear that? Hear this.
9-1 rule with social media.
With social medium, like everything is just mispronounced, wrong, slurred, wet brain. Social medium.
90% of people are lurkers.
But I've been watching all his videos since this whole thing happened, and it's crazy.
9% of people are commenters. 1% of people are content creators. Like, the internet is basically recycled viral videos. Check this out. Check it out. What do you think about this? Check it out.
Do you know?
Check this out. I'm on this dog's side. Check it out. Yikes. Check this out. Yikes. 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 And that's the problem with America today. Check this out.
Yikes. 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 Yikes.
Here we go again. Check this out.
Okay.
This is crazy. This is actually crazy. Here we go.
So now Quartering is quietly changing his shorts because he knows he can't get away with this now that people are actually looking into it. And so now he talks for a minute and is getting away from the 1-sentence intro. So now we've added an additional 20 minutes to Jeremy's day, his work day. Let's go, everybody. So here's an example. Oh, this is Luther Morgan. I basically ripped this off earlier, the whole thing about projection, but I don't know. We could watch some of it. I know it's a little long.
Yeah,
let's just put it on because he should get credit for the argument that I made. Okay,
all right, sounds good.
That I stole from him.
I'm gonna grab a water. I'm gonna hit play and grab a water.
Yeah, just go because we're not gonna add too much to him
video.
anyway.
How's everybody's weekend going? Well, I just wanted to make a little video about Jeremy Hambley because I saw this clip circulating, and this is from Hotep, very good Very good Twitter account. Go follow him. And I thought it was really, really interesting. Now I'm going to play the clip, and then we're going to get into the interesting part.
Short slop that everyone's really mad about. I've got to do that, even though everyone does it. And, instead of complaining about it, you could just do it yourself. So I've got to do that. I've got to do a different ad for a sponsor.
Anyway, I won't subject you to anything more than that. So anyway, I saw this, and I was like, where have I seen this before?
Yeah.
Where have I seen this example of theft? And then I went back through an old psychology textbook, and I saw this definition of projection.
Okay, that's
this man. He's brilliant. He really is. He really is, bro. This guy Quartering didn't read a single book in college, but Luther was that motherfucker who actually read the textbook cover to cover,
and he remembers.
Jared's facing a reader. His ultimate enemy, a person that can read books. No!
Oh, what up, 8-bit Eric, man?
Here. And it says, projection disguises threatening impulses by attributing them to others. And then right here, it says, an El Salvadorian saying captures the idea. The thief thinks everyone is a thief.
Yeah.
That's Jeremy. Mm-hmm. He's the textbook definition of projection. And I was like, where have I seen this before? Right here. The thief thinks everyone else is a thief. So just to do a little bit of background information on projection. So what is projection? Because Jeremy Hambley's the textbook definition of it. Projection is a psychological defense mechanism where individuals attribute their own unacceptable thoughts, feelings, or motives to another person. So this is what he's doing. He's stealing other people's content. He knows that it's wrong. Oh, and by the way, guys, he's not just stealing other people's content. He's also false flagging people, exposing his lies and grifting. I have firsthand knowledge of that. Let me just run through these, and you see if this is the definition of Jeremy Hambley. Ego protection. When faced with uncomfortable emotions or impulses, projection helps shield the ego from perceived threats. That's him. His channel is dying. His views are down. He won't be seen as a successful YouTuber anymore. So that's why he's pumping out these short slop BS bullshit stolen content, is to artificially inflate his view numbers. Other creators have already confirmed that.
But it looks worse. And, it makes it look worse.
It's to protect his ego, his fragile ego, because the only thing that he has in his life that's been a success is his YouTube channel. His family life is not a success, and this is the only thing that he has. Let's look at number 2. Avoiding responsibility. Projection enables individuals to sidestep accountability for their own actions and feelings by attributing them to others. Exactly. Coping with anxiety. This is Jeremy Hambley has talked at length about his anxiety. You could even see him in that clip checking his own pulse. Internal conflicts can be overwhelming. Projection externalizes these conflicts, reducing internal stress. And here we go, reinforcing worldviews.
People don't get it. This is so fucking good, buddy. Like, it's just great. It's the best shit.
I've watched all this dude's videos like twice. Like, they're so good.
To validate their beliefs or assumptions about others, even when these assumptions aren't accurate. Yeah, there is a reason why people aren't stealing other people's content, Jeremy. That's because everyone knows stealing is wrong. So is false flagging. People learn that stealing is wrong between the ages of 3 and 5 years old.
But he still hasn't learned.
He's the textbook definition
44.
of projection. Let's just go through the psychological impact of projection. And is this not Jeremy Hambley? Strained relationships. Constant projection can lead to conflict, resentment, and emotional distance in personal professional relationships. This is him. This is every single relationship that he's had on YouTube is strained.
Oh my God.
Emotional blind spots. By externalizing emotions, individuals avoid addressing the root causes of their struggles, hindering personal growth. The root causes of his struggles is that his content fucking sucks ass. And no one wants to watch it anymore. And he's a talentless hack.
True.
So instead of using discipline, even if you don't have skills, you can gain skills. You can use discipline to develop skills and then to make entertaining content. And then with that entertaining content, you can make money. But instead of doing that, instead of addressing the root causes of his dying, struggling channel, he's going to externalize. Perpetuating negative patterns. Projection reinforces unhealthy coping mechanisms. Yeah, like alcoholism.
Oh.
Reduced self-awareness. Projection prevents individuals from gaining deeper insights into their thoughts and feelings, limiting emotional maturity. Is this not Jeremy Hambly?
Bro, I gotta
He's
say,
a lolcow.
this stream in its totality, I think, is one of the most ruthless demolition jobs that we've ever done, or that I feel like anybody has ever done. Like,
and it's not
top
over.
to bottom, like it's just fucking brutal for old Jared, dude. I don't know.
And
I
Monday
don't know
we have
how
more.
he's gonna make it. How's your weekend, Jared? Yeah, it's not gonna end.
Monday
It's
we
not
have
gonna-
more, and we have like so much to watch. And tomorrow, again, on Locals, I'm doing a bonus stream. I'm going to be watching his videos raw. And boy, oh boy, guys, there is some shit to pause on that's going to like, it's so funny. It's so funny.
He's totally unself-aware.
Any weekend enjoyers?
Totally unself-aware.
Up to the Locals.
A few days ago, he
I'll
was claiming that
I'll do it around 8:30, a normal time.
his family was under attack, that his wife was being harassed. And what does he do? Literally, a few days later, he puts out a picture with him and his wife in it. What the hell's going on? So
Okay,
anyway, guys,
who cares?
I just wanted to
He posted it.
briefly make this
I know.
video because you can see in this very, very short 18-second clip the textbook definition of projection in this man, in this man-child, in this
All right,
grifter.
well, that is the show for today. Does it, and instead of complaining about it, you could just do it yourself.
Yeah.
So we've got to do that.
Except we know stealing's wrong, Jeremy. So is false flagging people's videos. But anyway, guys, the
created
textbook
a beast.
definition of projection. So
He's like multiplying our fucking reach. Great job, Jer.
You want to do this tonight?
I gotta show you at least one. Guys, so he's doing his story here. I call this segment the worst of Jer. So I watch his main videos and I edit them. You won't believe what you're gonna see here. Write in the comments what you think below. No, but seriously, this is about animals being hurt at what's it called? That place in LA, Skid Row, where drug addicts will test their drugs on animals. Horrific story, okay? Horrific story. Watch what Jer says in this video.
This is a story that everyone needs to hear.
This is crazy.
Everybody. And whether you're an animal lover or not, this is some stomach churning stuff. Now, I will do my best not to show anything bad.
Okay.
You'll probably see a lot of my big ugly face on a lot of this video. But this is a problem that I've seen, not just in the homeless community, but now in Los Angeles.
This guy kind of looks fucking homeless,
reaching a
doesn't he?
level
Like, there's all
now
sorts
that it's
of
being
animal hair and dandruff all over his hoodie. Looks like it may be inside out, actually. And his like unkempt fucking gray beard. Okay.
Field that I have never seen before. Even now, I'm getting like
look
the stuff that they're doing to these animals is barbaric, and
okay,
I understand that that these people are not in a good place. One like equals one pet ripped from these lunatics' arm.
Stop it!
Are you kidding me?
Stop it! So you're grifting off the suffering of animals to get likes on your video? No, one like does not equal one saved animal.
Bro,
you're a scumbag. And by the way, he couldn't even make himself cry. Like he's trying to do this whole act. It's pathetic.
Yes.
This guy's a scumbag, bro.
Is this not crazy, dude?
Holy
Because
garbage,
equal
bro.
one pet ripped from these lunatics' arms. Because look, if you want to choose a lifestyle of like,
this is crazy.
you know, you know,
Did you see the
bro?
You know,
He's on his phone. He's on his phone texting.
You know,
well, he's trying
Jonathan
to give this
Parker.
like emotional appeal about animals. What's wrong with him? This guy is a soulless monster. There's something genuinely, seriously sick with this guy. Like, it's probably beyond even what we know. This is not normal. It's not been normal from the moment we started this stream until now. It's all fucked.
Jonathan Parker from
Look at this.
What group is it? Here's Joey. I'm gonna find him on.
Well, mind you, like this guy, like believes genuinely that he's just Chad alpha male. Like in his mind, he's like this ripped, jacked bodybuilder that all these women desire. He's a multimillionaire. He's a king, and all of us have to submit to him. And he just won't take the L. And this is just crazy. Just accept that you fucking lost. What the is wrong with this guy?
Yeah,
seriously,
is this not crazy?
I'm gonna find him on X literally right now.
Watch this.
And
he finds the guy who's running
here
this
again,
like charity.
Here we have some homeless guy. Here's this morning. I got this video. I'm not gonna share it, but like I'm gonna say, let me message him, follow him, and say
he wasn't even following the guy. Now watch this.
How can I get involved?
Are you
help raise fund?
Can make some
whatever
donations
you
to like
need
the Humane
to help
Society
these
or something.
dogs.
Like, it's always
Okay.
what can I do? And then he never actually follows through on any of this stuff.
No.
Like he never actually rescues anything. It's always just virtue signaling with no follow through. Seriously. I've seen him do the same grift about animals over the years, probably 5 dozen times. Seriously.
I told you guys, there is gold in these like videos, the main videos. That's insane when you actually think about it and you watch it.
See if I can get him on the show.
Get him on the show. Buddy, he's in the middle of fucking saving animals, you retard.
I hope you're informed by this video. If you were, please leave a like on it and share this story, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
It's so loud.
That's not you also, Gordon.
That's AI. Look at
Like,
what did you say? What? We'll show the other one on Monday too, and I'll edit more of those. The worst of Jer.
Okay.
Wait, hang on.
So,
just watch.
Yeah.
Just watch it. So, for a second, watch.
Earlier this week, there was a big reveal that sent shockwaves through.
Oh my god! Can you say shortwaves? Like,
this week, there was a big reveal that sent shockwaves through many of the right-wing talking head sphere, and a lot of who is, potentially on the take. So we're going to take a look at what he had to say, but also the backlash, because, I think that,
I love how
here's what he had to
this
say.
is like the no true Scotsman. This is the one true conservative man, the one guy on the right wing we can trust, and everyone else is a grifter and a con man. When he is perhaps the most transparent grifter and con man that has ever fucking lived. And the thing is, I actually don't mind grifters and con men that much as long as they actually have some showmanship. He is so fucking bad. He's so bad at
he
this.
stutters more than me at this point. What's this?
That's the kind of strategy that's effective.
But that's right. Like, everybody's pointing fingers right now. Most of the fingers are going towards Nick, but let's wait and see.
What the fuck is that?
I think
oh my god,
nearly every major right-wing channel right now over the last 60 days has seen tanking views.
Oh, here we go.
It's not because the audience is gone.
I don't actually think that that's true. I think it's just you that's seen that, and then it's projection that everybody else must be having the same issue as you because you're so glorious and so splendid and so kingly that it couldn't be your own unique failing. It must be that everyone is. That's what's with you. This guy's brain is fucking broken.
You like these edits, Ash, I'm doing where it's just all the mistakes?
Yeah, these are actually really good. These are really solid, actually. It really outperformed my expectations for these because I didn't check them before.
It's because YouTube has decided to not promote their content anymore. YouTube has decided to instead promote short content and left-wingers. It's not like there's not an appetite for right-wing content right now. If you look at the left-wing content like Breaking Points, they have 2 million subs, which is great. That's about as many as I do. And they get 500,000 views per video.
Okay.
He's like, Can you believe it?
Look at how, I hurt myself today. to see if I still feel.
Holy shit.
I focus on the pain. The only thing that's real. Like, this is crazy, bro. Holy.
Buddy, okay. I'll get more for
Look
next
at
time.
how sad he is, bro. That was crazy, dude. Oh,
Woke Hollywood.
man,
But the issue is it
buddy.
happened
Oh,
so
woke Hollywood.
like
Oh,
the
my
cutoff was
God.
so obvious and
Isn't a sticker his miserable fucking face? Like, that face was crazy.
Let me show you this. This is the funniest shit I've ever heard. Watch TheQuartering. Again, I've been like analyzing this shit like it's my job. Where is it? The one. Okay, this guy. I know exactly the spot. Watch when he reads this fucking crazy.
primitive state. Some take that land.
Listen to this.
LOL. Why do liberals want to keep this tribe in a primitive state? Some science project. Sorry.
Bro, it's time to retire. It's time to retire.
Buddy, I'm telling you.
Once in a primitive state, some science project. Sorry. One sneeze.
This video, by the way, is littered with mistakes. Like the entire fucks everything. Like it's all. I'll edit more for next time. That's the new segment called "The Worst of Jer."